Oh. What the heck is happening? Well, do you have music going in there? You do. Okay. Vinny, hello. You have music going in there or something. You got like something, I don't know. I can't.
Hands in the
air. That's so exciting though, wasn't it?
I don't know.
You think it's off now?
It's
happening? It's off. Okay, Maddie, it's off. Phew. I was like, what am I listening to?
I hadn't even put headphones on yet. I just heard you going, oh no, oh no.
Oh no, oh geez. Oh Lord. What's happening?
Huh.
Whew. Scared the bejesus out of me.
What were they listening to? Is there a party in the other room?
I don't know, some kind of a
No, for some reason my board got changed and another radio station's program
great.
was put up in here. So.
Put somebody else on there.
Were we jams? Were we Live
It sounded
105?
No, it's not like jams.
It was jams.
Jams?
Yeah.
It was the Looking Glass into the jams. 102.
Yeah. We just had like it was like a wormhole that went between.
Yes, it was a wormhole.
Yes, it went between stations.
That's so rad.
Yeah.
Or somebody mucking with my board.
Go with wormhole, man. It's sexier. A wormhole. Anyway, hi. It's Tuesday. You know, anything can happen, and it usually does. Very exciting to just look ahead and say, what is going to happen today?
You know, you told a story yesterday about, I believe, you did tell this on the air about your husband's hike?
Yes,
okay.
yeah, I think so, yes.
I laughed so hard as I was driving home because they were, if you didn't hear the story, Sarah's husband, John, went on a long hike.
Yep.
Out into the middle of nowhere, which luckily we still have those places in Northern California.
I know. Beautiful. This long, really, miles long stretch of beach that you have to hike to get to. It's great.
And we have lots of that.
Like beautiful. So
a lot
lucky.
of times it becomes this thing for surfers where they've hiked out and gone, oh, there's no surf here.
No.
But in this case, these guys are hiking out just to camp.
Yep.
And they stumble upon a couple.
Well, they're up on a cliff. And and they're just looking at the beautiful, completely empty beach. And John's like, what's
your
that?
husband is looking at that. Yeah.
Their campsite was right there on the bluff. So they're, he's all, gather around, guys. I think I see something happening on the beach.
But he rolled video on a guy getting a job right there in the sand.
But just like looking out at the ocean with some, giving wonderful woman in front of him.
You told the story, but then you showed me the video, which they clearly took, and I couldn't help but think, oh, that guy he was on top of the world, and then suddenly he's got to... Yeah,
I have a feeling that they finished later. They just,
I'm sure
they picked it up where they left off.
But they hiked 3 hours. Like that, I'm sure she felt comfortable only to find out, great, I've been caught doing this.
Yeah.
Super.
Well, he was one with his pants down. So.
In today's world of cameras,
yes,
they had to know.
Yep. You're never really alone in this world anymore, are you?
No.
There's somebody watching you.
Poor guy. I mean.
No, I'm sure.
Poor girl,
I'm sure it all went well.
Later.
All
right.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's funny that they got video of that, though.
Ugh.
There it is.
And
someone yelled. They had to stop.
And the guy's head snaps around. I mean, they're so far away, and yet they heard him over the sound of the water. It's kind of amazing.
Sound does travel.
It does. That it does, Vinny. Yeah.
Anyway.
That is one of the things.
That's as I drove the beach yesterday
you were
going
thinking
home,
about
I
that,
just thought and laughed like, oh, God.
Of course.
Poor guy.
I know. That's fun, though.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure he had a good weekend.
The guy?
Yeah.
Well, he was in the middle of having a great one.
Yeah.
Anyway, I couldn't do it. I couldn't press play on the weddings movie.
Oh.
You may have found my kryptonite.
No.
I really, I don't like it.
You got to do it.
It's awful.
No. Yeah, it's not.
It's not.
You
awful.
like it?
Did you rewatch it yet, Maddie?
Yeah, I watched it last night.
And?
It's like an old sweater. It's very comfortable. I like that movie.
By the way,
you have 2 days, everyone. 2
4
days.
weddings and a funeral. What year is it? Why does England make no matter what year it is, it feels old?
Susan and I have this problem when we watch a lot of movies. We're like, this movie came out in 94, and is it taking place in 1994 or is it taking place in 1970? It takes us like 20 minutes to figure it out, especially all the outfits they're wearing.
I thought it was the 1800s.
Yeah, the outfits are insane.
Well, they are weddings, so people are dressed up. But yeah, do they have to go Old English? You know, oh, that's
It's English. So the whole, I think if you don't like kind of some of the dry English humor, it's definitely not a movie for you.
We're talking about 4 weddings and a funeral.
Well,
by the way.
not
And we're
talking
not.
about
We're
it
not talking
for
about
48 hours. In 48 hours, you've got 48 hours. You got to give up 2 of those hours to watch this movie, Vinny.
The whole thing's only an hour and a half, so
Yeah.
you have like 45 minutes
yeah,
left.
you got nothing left.
And the Easter egg colors, like the Easter colors at the wedding, like photos, when they're all standing there and they're all formally dressed, except there's women in bright yellow, not bright yellow, like a
Pastel yellow.
yellow dresses. What the?
You don't like a yellow dress.
I like yellow.
But that pastel, that Easter egg
that
yellow
just
is no
doesn't-
good. Yeah.
I don't know who puts that on and says, let's go to a wedding. Like, church. I guess they're going to church, right? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll finish it. I don't want to though. I did hit.
No, I
I did
understand.
get in front of my TV and look at my TV and left it off on purpose. I went.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Vin, you talked about that opening song, and a lot of people had problems with you dissing on it because I guess it's a George Gershwin song covered by Elton John.
It's horrible.
What song is it?
Did you? So you watched?
It's called "If Not for Me" is the name of the song.
Can you
Play
play
it?
it?
Yeah, hold on a second. Give me a minute.
Shouldn't we maybe play it on Thursday? Or
Okay. Yep. We should
All
play
right.
it on Thursday.
All right.
Did you? Well, so you watched it knowing the song.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just asking if you liked it.
The song?
Yeah.
It's not the greatest, but it's not like terrible.
Oh,
It's not the kind of song I would open a movie with.
right.
but-
I mean, if I'm making a movie, I think, well, this is going to make people turn our movie off right away.
You know, did you also happen to notice, like, as I pressed play on the thing, there were like 100 production companies that had to get their little tile up before they started, or their slate, whatever the hell that's called. What's that called? Like when they put up their logo and
I don't know, but
like title page type of stuff.
yeah.
But it just went on, and every name was dumber than the last name. I'm like, what am I looking at
What was
here?
the
Is this
first?
like a joke?
I think it was First Draft Productions.
Maybe.
Well, there's
Yeah.
usually a couple productions of involved. So if it's done in England, there's production companies in England, and then there's the production companies in the United States that distribute and help out over here.
Oh, so it's all that you're saying. Every
Everybody
company
that's
that's got a
touched
little
it.
piece of
Yeah,
this has to put their
exactly.
name on the front of it.
Exactly.
It went on forever. I was just like,
Well, yeah. So did the opening song.
Oh.
And the
I
whole.
didn't even notice the opening song.
And you know what? I like Elton John. I can't believe that's Elton John. Woof.
Yeah.
You know, that's Crocodile Rock. That's Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting.
Mm-hmm.
That's your song.
Sure. Oh.
That's it. That's the song.
There's the
This
feel,
doesn't
everyone.
even sound like Elton John.
It doesn't. That's
He's singing it's a standard.
Can't be
Gershwin.
Elton. No, this is not Elton John.
It is Elton John.
I know that you're saying that, but I know Elton John, and I listened to this and went, I don't know who this is, but woof.
Yeah. All right.
It just
Thursday.
doesn't sound-
Thursday
that-
morning. We'll
that
talk
isn't-
about.
okay.
We'll
Give
really
me
talk about it.
Bublé.
Maybe there's a.
It sounds like Blue
It
Blood.
does.
Except
terrible.
not as good.
I didn't think it sounded. What? You're so dramatic sometimes.
Well, isn't that my
sounds,
job,
it sounds
Bob?
closer to Sinatra than it
I
does
guess,
to
yeah.
to Elton John. That feels like a cover.
I like Sinatra.
I like Sinatra too.
Me too.
Yeah, John will put some Sinatra on. You can't help but toe tap.
You can't help it. He's got a groove in his music.
Anyway, we all hate the movie that Bob picked for Bob's Movie Club.
I don't.
Join us in 48 hours.
I
didn't
don't
hate it
hate it.
either.
You didn't hate it?
No,
Oh, good.
and love it.
I talked to my mom about it,
Oh.
about 4 weddings and a funeral last night, and I was cracking her up with my takes.
Oh, I
So
can't wait to
tune
hear
in
your takes.
Thursday morning at 6 a.m.
Yeah, when we really talk about
Yeah,
it.
after
But between
Vinny's
now
actually
and then,
watched it.
we're not going to talk about it anymore.
I love it. Well, that's, Bob's got takes. Can't wait.
A hot Bob take.
Yeah.
We're going to get a hot Bob take later today. Bob and I think we're going to try and do this on Tuesdays because we feel like the week of Big Brother has gone by, and we'll talk about this past, the Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday. We'll have
Sounds
watched
good.
all of them. So every Tuesday we're going to try and do it.
We're going to make a video for social media.
Yes. What did I say?
You didn't say.
Okay. It's a video for social media.
It's not going to be on our radio airwaves.
No.
Why not?
Because Maddie hates Big Brother.
No, it's not why.
And he turns us down whenever we talk about it.
I don't turn it down.
It doesn't matter when we do it.
I'd like to listen to it.
Would you?
Yeah.
Are you actually paying attention this year?
No, but I do like the show. I just can't right now. Like last night, the missus had a work dinner thing.
Oh.
And I was with the kids. So,
Lucky.
well, and it's cool. I love those kids. I made them, and they're turning out all right.
Yeah.
I have some frustrations, but that's.
Well, that's kids.
Well,
kids make life hard.
I don't
and
think
great.
I'm great at it. I think I have to work at it.
And fun and awful and amazing.
But
Kids
we
are
had a
everything.
good night. We had fun, and everyone got fed, and then the showers conversation started, and the coin was flipped, and it's a whole thing.
Oh. I used to love jumping in the bath. My mom would draw us a bath every night. I'd just
Up
go.
to what age?
Well, maybe like 8 or 9. But I loved getting in the shower. It was like I was alone. The door was locked.
Well.
None of my siblings was bugging me.
They don't want to.
Being there shaving my legs. Like, oh.
When you were 8?
No, when I was older than that. But when I was Isla's age. I didn't even notice about hair on my legs until I was in gym class with my shorts on, and some rotten little girl goes, "Ew, what are you, like a gorilla?"
That
I'm
is
like,
exactly how it happens today. It hasn't changed
at all.
a smidge.
Yeah.
All the mental health talk that we all sit through every single day to be
Kids
better
still
humans.
know how to really get you.
That is exactly what my kid said. Yeah, I can't. Everyone tells me I'm so hairy. I'm like, oh my God.
My dad was just like, "You don't do it. If you do it once, then you have to always do it." I'm like, yeah, I gotta always look at it. And then the first time I'd shave my legs and that was done. And then I'm just like, well, I should probably shave my arms too.
Oh,
I started
made that mistake
shaving.
too.
Oh.
I was very young. I think I was probably 10.
Oh.
And it never grew back the same way. It's all scraggly.
Oh. You ruined everything. Mine grew right back.
What's funny is
on your arms.
Yeah.
the stuff you remember from like elementary school are the things like that. Like for me, like I remember like little incidences, like the dance thing. Like that's the stuff I remember. None of the fun stuff. It's always like the bully stuff.
No, those are the formative years, and we couldn't be meaner to each other at those ages. Like the kids are just awful to each other. There must be something that we need to take from that, but it does ruin some people.
I absolutely believe that navigating school and teachers and bullies and kids and friends, all of that is part of the experience.
Yep.
And so the people who go, I don't want to, well, you're going to have to. It's part of the training because you're going to go to work someday and have to deal with someone you don't like.
It's how you get
Or
socialized.
you don't want to, you know what I mean? Like that's life.
It is life, but it's also, it can be so harsh. I mean, surviving childhood, it's an accomplishment.
I didn't have it that bad, but I do know the shaving thing. I remember, I've told you this story. I remember I don't know why. We had our own shower. I always was in my own shower, but I was told to go in my mom's bathroom and shower, and I did. I don't know what got into me, but there I was, and she's got her razor up there, and I just start shaving my leg. I still have hairy legs. I start shaving it thinking, well, this will be fun. And then I realize it's so not fun. And when you take a razor into a hairy thatch, it just goes, okay.
Yeah.
You don't get anywhere. And so I made it about middle shin before I went, I don't want to do this. And then I went, well, I better even it out. So I had to even it out. And then when
so you did the other side.
I had to. I was
so
uneven.
2 legs half shaved. Okay. Got
like
it.
middle, like, I don't know how many inches up, but I had to go to 7th grade the next day and figure it out.
Yeah.
There I was, changed for PE with my socks that had come down, and someone went, Gaylord! And I was like, what
Called you a gaylord.
Well, yeah, and among other things.
Oh,
and
I
I
see.
went, what did I
What have I done? Well, kids.
And then I'm like pulling on my socks like
Right.
they can't get high enough. What do I do now?
Started wearing the thigh highs after that. Nope, they're leg warmers.
You do? I do. I went through school pretty unscathed, but I have a couple of those.
Yeah.
That's one of them where I was just like, every finger pointed and laughed. And I just went, I don't know what to do or where to go.
I shaved my legs in my mom's shower, in my mommy's shower.
I couldn't even tell the story. What do you say?
You say I went into my mommy's shower and I used her pretty pink razor. And then I evened it out for you guys. See how I did it the same on both? All right. KLLC HD1, San Francisco. Sarah Vinnie, Alice's morning show. Disney and the NFL. It might be time to play a game. Oh, I know how you love the games, Bob. That look. Oh. See you in a second. It's Alice, 97.3. What an ending. He's like like total 50s crooner. Crazy. Bruno Mars. It's Alice, 97.3. Sarah and Vinnie, Alice's morning show. We are Disney. And even my first story is is about Disney. And I thought, that's kind of interesting. See if you guys can win a game. Get yourself a point or two as you amass those throughout the day. Disneyland tickets, though, we give away at 9:05. We'll have a code word for you then, and at 12:05, and at 5:05. Your chance to win a 4-pack of tickets for the Disneyland Resort and be qualified for the grand prize vacation. You want this. Disney, a 4-pack of 3-day, 1-park per day tickets and a 2-night hotel stay at a Disneyland Resort hotel. It's pretty good. Call or text us. Our phone number is 800-400-3697. Email us anytime at Sarah and Vinnie at Odyssey.com. On Fridays, we do Bad Advice. That's badadvice973 at gmail.com. I got a bunch over the weekend. I've been slogging through them. I just want to say, keep them short. If I have to shorten them, I'm going to be brutal. Because there's a couple good ones in there. And I'm like, well, I'm going to do that one. But I'm going to cut this whole section out. So,
People don't know.
I
They don't know
guess.
what's important.
Well, it is good, I guess, to put everything in there. And I'll just have ChatGPT
Often,
whittle it
too,
down.
if you're asking someone for advice, but you are hopeful for the answer you want,
Yes.
you might be manicuring the story to go a certain direction.
Yes, to convince us.
It won't work, but it's
Right. No,
it's a
we see
good-
right through that.
It's a good try.
Yeah. A lot of times, and it's funny because, we've been doing Bad Advice for years. We used to do it on The Secret Show, and it was really filthy. Your answer is right there. A lot of people answer their own questions and can't even see. It's just that it's, usually the answer is hard. Oh, I'll have to do a hard thing. I'll have to confront someone. I'll have to make an effort to change something.
Change in general is very difficult.
Yeah.
You know this. I know this.
It is known.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to start with Disney and the NFL.
Okay.
They Disney and the NFL did a collaboration. They have like that the Disney Fanatics convention something.
D23?
Yes, but it was somehow the NFL was involved with it too. So I don't know if they just this is obviously some kind of partnership because everybody voted on what Disney character should represent each would get drafted to each team.
Okay. Well, Disney owns ESPN.
Oh,
and
that works.
ABC,
There you
which
go.
also airs the games, and Fanatics is the clothing brand that
Oh, well, that explains it. So it's
Makes-
a new clothing collection.
it makes a lot of stuff for the branded sports teams.
The shirts are cool. So this is branded stuff where Disney gives you. It's almost like the new mascot, and some of these are really funny.
Okay.
So they took a Disney character, and it can be anyone. It can be a minor character. It can be whatever. A Disney character and an NFL team, and they paired them up. And so I have all of them, but I'm not going to go
Did
through
they
all
use
32.
30 whatever different characters?
32 different characters.
Okay, great.
So what did they pick for the San Francisco 49ers? When you hear it, you'll be like, oh, I see how this game works. If anybody can, I will give 5 points to anybody who can guess this.
And this is all Disney
All
characters.
Disney characters and Pixar. Pixar is in it.
See,
They own
I
that.
tend to think of the core like whatever that is.
I know.
Original 6 or 7.
Like Cinderella, Snow White.
Oh, I mean just Mickey Mouse,
Yeah,
Goofy,
I was thinking
Pluto,
Goofy.
Donald Duck, and there's a couple others, but Minnie, Daisy. I'm going to go Daisy.
Daisy for the 49ers.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
What is San Francisco known for?
The
I'm gonna-
49ers is like a
The
prospector.
49ers.
I'm gonna say
coal
one
miner?
of the dwarves.
One of the
Gold miner,
dwarves.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, you gave it away.
No, it's Stinky Pete, you guys. The prospector.
Yeah!
Which is so perfect.
From
It
Toy
is
Story?
From
perfect.
Toy Story.
Of course,
Oh.
that's what it should
Yeah.
be. Yes,
Right?
absolutely.
It's a good one.
I didn't. It's hard for me to expand.
I know,
I
but
didn't
you
even
got
think
to
of him.
broaden it out. You got to
So
broaden it out.
many to think
Now,
about.
remember, they also own. I think they own Marble.
Oh, okay.
So there's all those characters too.
Jeez.
There's
Oh,
all kinds
man.
of stuff. This one though, is not a huge character.
It's a great fit, though.
It is a good fit, isn't
Mm-hmm.
it? So the Miami Dolphins. Anybody want to take a
Nemo.
stab at that? Nemo's a good guess. You don't even want to guess. You hate games. Why do you hate games so much?
No, it's not that. I just can't think.
I know there's so many characters.
The water theme, like he's
Mhm,
on
it's
the right
water.
track.
Yep.
Dory.
You got to guess?
Free Willy.
It's King Triton from the Little,
Oh.
from the Little
Perfect.
Mermaid, right?
Another good one.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why they paid people at Disney the big bucks.
Yeah. The New England Patriots. Of course, I looked.
Of course, you looked.
Yeah.
We would be mad if you didn't.
I will give you a hint on this one. This is a Marvel character.
Captain America.
It's Captain America. That's a point for Maddie.
Good one.
Let's see if there's any other that really make it. The Denver Broncos.
Denver Broncos. What horse? What?
Oh, what's the name of the horse from Toy Story?
It's not that
Trigger?
horse,
No?
but that's a solid guess.
I don't
It is
know.
a horse from there. The horse from Tangled.
Oh,
Maximus.
Okay.
Okay.
Are the Detroit Lions Simba?
Detroit Lions are Simba. That's a point for you, Bob.
Oh my gosh,
That feels
good
like
one.
cheating.
What are the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Hold on, I might have to open the story back up because I just grabbed a few.
I can't think of what that could be.
While I look up the Steelers, tell me what you think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers would be.
A pirate?
What's the pirate? The Hook.
Captain Jack Black.
It is Captain Hook.
Oh, wow.
Not Jack Sparrow or whatever. Vinny, you're on the board. All right, hold on. So you want to know the Pittsburgh Pirates? Are they AFL East? AFC East?
I don't know.
Yes.
The Steelers,
They're in the-
Bengals,
Or North.
Ravens,
Oh no, yeah, I think that must be North. Hold on, it's gonna take me a second.
Browns,
This
and
is
the
fun.
Steelers.
It's a
Steelers,
cute
yes.
idea.
And they're selling gear branded with these characters.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's really cute too. They say here the Pittsburgh Steelers fan pick is Disney's Pete. Anybody?
Like
I mean,
Pete's Dragon?
Oh.
I mean, that's the only
From-
Pete I know.
How to Train Your Dragon?
No, Pete's Dragon. It was an old Disney thing.
They say Pete embodies the smash mouth mentality Steelers fans embrace. I don't know who Pete is. Oh, that one was a dud.
How about the Commanders?
Oh, what league are they in?
Heat.
NFC East.
NFC.
Oh, the 49ers ones with Stinky Pete. It's cute.
Yeah, they're so cute.
They
These
did a good
things.
job. It's not too in your face, I
The
guess.
Commanders is I don't know who this is. Pixar's Ham. HAMM.
Oh, the isn't that the pig?
Oh, the pig.
Yeah, because the Hogs. That's what we've always called the offensive line are the Hogs. So
Oh.
that's
Pete
that's
is
pretty deep.
a bad guy from Mickey Mouse Club.
Oh,
Oh. He is like a Bluto looking
Yeah,
kind of
he's exactly
dog, I guess.
Bluto-like. He's
Yeah.
a big black dog.
Oh, that makes sense. What about the Vegas Raiders? What did the Raiders get?
Robin Hood.
It's a Star Wars character.
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader is the correct
It's
answer.
perfect.
Yeah,
It is
because they have the yeah.
Oh.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
What about the Dallas Cowboys? This one also perfect.
Any hints?
Oh, of course. It's Toy Story. It's
Woody?
Woody.
It is Woody.
It's
I'm giving
Woody.
that to Vinny. Let's see. Yeah, well, I'll just give you a couple of these because who cares, right? Philly Eagles is Dr. Doom, who isn't he? I haven't even seen him yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
Spooky.
The LA Rams is Sully from Monsters Inc. The Green Bay
Oh, that's cute.
The Packers are Chewbacca from Star Wars. New Orleans Saints. Lewis, the trumpet playing alligator from The Princess and the
He's
Frog.
great.
And the Seattle Seahawks are the seagulls from Finding Nemo. Mine.
Oh,
mine,
that's good.
Mine. Yeah, it's cute. It's cute, and the gear is. I'm sure it's limited edition as well. Oh, there's our 49ers. I'm looking at a big sweatshirt with just the face and hat of Stinky Pete on there.
I love it.
I actually wish he looked a little angrier because
It's
he was
su-
always in a bad mood.
It's super fun though. If your wife or your kids or
Yep.
I would even wear that just because it's Niners. But it's super cute.
Yeah, it's really, really cute. Well, how much does that cost? Can you scroll up? Is it on there?
$40.
That's $69 for the sweatshirt.
Oh, that's not bad for a sweatshirt.
Well,
Not for one of these the branded stuff.
Oh, man, the Packers one with Chewbacca is sick.
She likes it. She likes it. Hey, Mikey. All right, so there's that.
that's fun.
And then I wanted to mention just quickly because I feel like this is a major accomplishment. Katie Seagal is 32 years old and threw herself a little party to celebrate 40 years of sobriety. And
Katie Seagal did.
Katie Seagal.
Okay.
From Married with Children
Mhm.
and from Sons of Anarchy and from she's acted in a lot of stuff, but she not only is she sober, but she's got 3 kids, and one of them, I guess, was old enough to see that mom needed to stop.
Mm-hmm.
And he also is a sober guy now. And
Good for him.
it was nice to see her surrounded by all these people. 40 years is such a huge, that is a life well lived. You know, she basically said, I just don't even know what would have become of me.
That's the case for most addicts.
Yeah. She posted some pictures on her Instagram. If you follow her, maybe you've already seen them. And just a bunch of treats, and she has nice, inspiring things to say, which is nice. I think I'm going to try and squeeze in a couple of headlines. Okay.
Heck yeah, let's do it.
All right, we're going to eat some headlines. Waka waka, whole story's right there. But if you're still hungry, you can have more. Spider-Man Brand New Day box office set to sink Titanic from all-time top 5 worldwide. I think it's at number 6. It's about $44 million away, which I'm sure in the next few weeks it will get. It'll be the number 5 biggest movie of all time in the world. Jimmy Olsen series. HBO Max has officially ordered a Jimmy Olsen series. It's called The People versus Gorilla Grodd, the DC Studios comedy that stars this guy and that guy. But they're going to make I guess it'll be adjacent to the Superman universe, and it'll be Jimmy Olsen. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Superman.
They make a mistake and assume people will do anything superhero related, but if that show's not good, it's not going to hold people's attention.
Yeah, but HBO and Apple, I think of them as being pretty high quality stuff. So,
I do too. So if
you
they've
maybe
got
give
good
it a
writers,
chance.
it could work. But
Yep.
Jimmy Olsen,
I know.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days sequel set up at Paramount. Kate Hudson to produce. I'm assuming that it's Kate and Matthew McConaughey
Has to be.
reprising their roles in it. They are currently seeking a screenwriter, so casting, I guess, will depend on that. But they want to do it, and everything else is getting a sequel, so why not that? That was a cute movie. It's dumb. It's just a dumb, cute movie.
Well, I'm sure when they look at it, they go, we only spent this and we made this.
Yep.
It's worth making.
I recently watched that.
I never saw it.
Not that long ago, I went back and rewatched it. I must have been with like a girlfriend or something. We might have, whatever. And it was fine. It reminds me of a lot of Bob's Movie Club stuff where it's just like, okay, that. Or Bob. I'll look at Bob.
What a cheap shot.
Well.
Listen, you know what I want to say real quick? Just because I know I came in and kind of dropped, I just looked at my TV and said no. I watched The Notebook and liked it. And I'd been avoiding that like my whole life.
For your whole life, yes.
So,
and Little Miss Sunshine and The Social Network.
There were a bunch of movies I really liked.
Yeah.
So it's not fair to say that I just automatically poop on everything. But I will also say there have been a couple bombs.
There have been. But it's all part of being in the club.
Sure.
You do your work, you watch the thing, and we talk. It's not like she made the movie. We're not like personally insulting
Understood,
Bob. It's
right.
just a club. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days sequel set up at Paramount.
I won't pick that. Don't worry. I don't like that movie.
Oh, yeah. You did roll your eyes, and I thought, phew, because I just recently watched that. No, thanks. I don't need
As
to see it
Christina
again.
was getting ready to run out to a work meeting, I was like, have you seen? And she goes, yeah. And I go, can you tell me everything? I'm too busy. I got to go.
I think it'll be faster for you to just watch.
Just watch the thing.
You can do other stuff while you watch.
As usual.
Put it on your phone while you're making dinner.
Oh. That's easy.
I got a lot of doom scrolling done while I watched it. So
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, I sat and watched it.
Me too, because I take this seriously.
Yeah.
I usually do too.
Bob's Movie Club.
All right, what's coming up?
Oh, Jed York is okay. It's not as bad as we thought, and more after these.
Alice, 97.3, Sarah and Vinnie, Alice's morning show coming up in just about an hour. NBC Bay Area's Scott Budman joins the show.
What's up, everyone? This Alice Report is brought to you by Fremont Bank. Jump into summer at Aqua Adventure Water Park in Fremont. Ride the water slide, float the lazy river, enjoy the splash pad, or take swim lessons.
Ooh,
Supported by Fremont Bank Foundation.
very nice.
Thank you for the assist there. Ooh.
Oh,
Very
sounds
nice.
fun.
Very well done.
Sounds nice and summery.
Except there's clouds outside
No.
right now, and it will get warm, but clouds.
If you're in the nut, watch out.
Congratulations, Walnut Creek.
Mm.
You have a neat new nickname, and it's never going away.
Right.
You can try. We'll begin with, and by the way, we've got more info now, so this story's done, basically. So I'll do it, and then
Okay.
we'll move on, because 49ers principal owner Jed York, age 46, was arrested on Sunday morning in Ohio near his hometown of Youngstown. The DeBartlows, and I don't know the whole deal, but they did have some ties to Ohio. I remember that one of the guys, maybe it was Carmen Policy, who worked with, but he ended up with the Browns at one point. So there's some weird connection there. But it's his hometown. Police were working, they were doing a dragnet.
Mm.
He got caught up in a sting. They were doing a human trafficking task force on an undercover prostitution operation. And according to reports, York responded to an online prostitution ad.
Oh.
This is the owner and president of the San Francisco 49ers.
So his algorithm gives him prostitution ads.
He arranged to meet a woman in a mobile home community, a trailer park basically, and had agreed on the price of $140.
Oh.
No one says, we don't have the details on what that gets you,
Yeah.
but I'm assuming that's a home run.
Oh, goodness.
That's
Really?
not a lot of money.
What?
I said that's not a lot of money.
No, but he did go to her
Yeah.
location.
He had to drive. I mean, there's gas money, you know.
And this is a sting. They don't want to, price people out.
Yeah.
Although he's a multi.
You'd think
Yeah.
you would get like the high class,
Some call girl.
escort that is actually a sex worker.
The most important part of this story we didn't have yesterday was that Jed York had already filed for divorce
Okay.
earlier this
So
year.
there wasn't some little lady sitting at home.
There's not an angry wife at home. He's married to a lady named Danielle, or is in the process of not being married to Danielle. They were together about 15 years.
Yeah.
And so here's a billionaire NFL owner,
Yep.
president, who just wanted
Some
a
relief.
quickie
Yep.
and got caught up in it. They caught him with his cell phone and $160 cash. The
Oh.
cell phone was considered the criminal tool because he'd used it to book the appointment.
Oh.
And I guess he was going to give her a 20 for, tip.
Brought her a tip.
It's funny that one of the things that crossed my mind when we were talking yesterday about prostitution was I just assume you're going to walk into a room and be robbed.
Right.
There's no sex happening here. You walk in, some thug clunks you on the head, takes the cash, and they
I'm sure that does happen.
grab you by the pants and the shirt and throw you out into the alley.
If you're lucky.
Right.
It might just be your body. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I do want them to do sex trafficking stings.
Right.
But if they find someone who isn't, like, how do they differentiate that from someone who wasn't taken from somewhere else and is being sex trafficked? And that's why if it were legal and people were registered and got checkups regularly and everything was safe and clean, it would eliminate a lot of that stuff.
I'm with you. I hope, I know I have a sort of instant negative reaction to this, but it's because I just have concerns and I could never unclench with a random person. But I also I drove home yesterday thinking about this. I'm also a hypocrite because I would date someone and without getting a blood test from them, be like, you look great.
Let's go have fun.
You must be wonderful. With no, you know what I mean?
Yes. When we were in Amsterdam,
Yeah.
we were walking through this plaza, and there's this ancient historic church in front of us, and we're going to go look at. And we're with our kids. And all along the sides, it's a red light district, all along the side of this one building, there are men and women and other, all standing in doorways. Hey, what are you doing? And there's a well-lit room with a bed and a shower and a stack of clean towels in every one of these rooms. And they are open for business. Here is a safe, open place. I don't have a pimp. No one is going to knock you over the head and throw you out. We're going to have an adult exchange.
It makes the most sense. And I actually very much agree with your stance on this. I would say that while my stance is one of fear and concern,
right.
Part of the fact
It's not for you.
I've seen people at 3 a.m. or whatever time where we get into the city, the people walking around on the streets, it doesn't look, it's unfortunate.
Yes.
We got
incredibly
a text
unfortunate
yesterday from the 510. Amsterdam, if you have a psychological issue or developmental issue, your health insurance covers visits to prostitutes.
Wow. Your health insurance covers that.
Yeah.
That's very nice of them.
What are they paying for health insurance
Socialism.
over there? Yeah. 0.
They're not paying a dime.
Right. Well, I'm sure there's taxes involved there.
There's
but,
a lot of taxes.
Anyway, to me, the main issue was this Jed York was in my mind married, and that was really going to be the problem when he got home was,
right.
Great.
It's just, to me, he's having a normal human urge, and now his face is everywhere because he's a famous guy.
And in an orange shirt, in the jail shirt. His mugshot is everywhere. You're right. So that is unfortunate. But, he knows it's wrong. And that was the whole...
Well, it's not wrong, but it is illegal.
That's what I mean.
Right.
The whole you only bring the exact amount of money so you're not caught with...
Oh.
Like, he's carrying 160. Like, that is funny.
Yeah.
To me. That's like if you ever were...
That's a low tip, though. I think,
that
200
like
cash.
Tip,
just give her $200.
I wouldn't disagree, but that's what he chose to carry with him. I know that we wouldn't. When I used to go buy a nickel bag in a drug house in Santa Ana, California, you didn't walk in with everybody's beer money. You walked in with the $5. I'll have a $5 bag of doobie weed, sir.
Here's a pinch. Go ahead. Off you go.
Thank you. Guys, I got it.
Woo.
So dumb.
Hey, could you keep it down out there, kid?
Now you'd go to the store to get it. Weird.
I know. It is weird.
If alien life were confirmed tomorrow.
Yes.
Like tomorrow, we wake up and the breaking headline is...
Aliens are here.
Aliens have arrived on Earth. What is your instant reaction to that?
Tell me more.
Are you fearful?
Well, how are they selling it? It's like, oh God, no, they're here. Or is it they're here and they're sharing their medical tech with us? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll need more information.
What is...
but I don't think that it goes well for the planet that gets found.
Us, you mean?
If it's us, yeah. I would think that if a race that had more technology was to arrive here, or a colony ship, say, where everyone had been in stasis for millions of light years.
All right, let me ask you this. What if the aliens look like men?
That'd be weird, huh? That would make me feel like we were seeded here. You know what I mean? There's a lot of sci-fi that says that, like that there's humans on, whatever the master race is.
Or proof of God.
Would it be proof of God?
Yeah. To me, it would be. It would be like, well, God, the chances of anybody just happening to look like us is 0. So
well, they'd have to have evolved on the same exact planet.
I was actually going for, man. What's more dangerous than that?
Oh, as in, yes. If it were just more men for us to fight, great.
I was thinking between the bear and the man.
That's funny. If they look like bears, you'd be like, okay.
How about the bear and the alien man? Who do you pick?
I'll take the alien. No, I don't know who I'll take. The bear or the alien man?
Yeah, the bear or the alien man.
Probably the bear.
According to a survey, Americans are twice as likely to just feel curious versus fearful. More
To begin
curious.
with,
I mean,
yeah.
if they didn't come in with, fire and pistols or whatever, rays.
Ray guns, sure.
Right.
Death rays.
55% of people, Americans that were asked, admit we're not prepared as a society to process the existence of otherworldly beings. We can barely get along amongst ourselves here on this planet.
That's the thing that would really unite us, though, as
You think?
the human race would say, oh, no. How will we fight our war if these guys are invading? I guess we got to fight them off first.
I read a historical fiction book where in the middle of World War II, aliens attack.
Oh, what fun.
Yeah, and like all
Change
the
the course
sides
of
are like,
everything.
I guess.
Aim up!
Yeah, we should stop fighting. I don't know. It was really good.
Oh, that sounds good. Send me the title.
It isn't surprising to hear news that there have been UFO sightings and government records on extraterrestrials. This has always fueled this concern about what's out there and are they coming for us. But it seems most Americans, they're more curious than fearful.
Tell
so
me
that's
more.
good. That's a fun one. I just thought you'd like that.
I do like that because I
stuff.
like to think on that. There's a lot of bad news for us in sci-fi, but it is just science fiction. I feel like if we have been visited, if that is true, then maybe they do have okay intentions, because why didn't they just immediately destroy us? If they can make it here, I mean, space is vast, as I often say. Like, it does feel like if their intentions were bad, wouldn't we know that by now?
Yeah, like sit down, have some tea. Let's
chat.
see
Like
what's
on
up.
your place, over at your place. What's that like?
As if dating wasn't frustrating enough, and you see it almost every day. Someone on Instagram snapping, someone on Facebook snapping.
Yeah.
I hate this crap.
Yeah.
I got ghosted again, or this or that.
Or crying
And
into the
often-
camera.
I feel like you don't want to date. You just want to turn people down from dating. You want to find people you can say they're not good enough, and then you want to stay single.
Oh.
That's what it feels like, because
Well, if I get hooked up, what happens to my Instagram following? You know, they're used to me whining about stuff. All of a sudden, I'm all happy.
the latest turn off on the dating scene is having roommates.
But that's the reality of life.
That's what I'm getting at. Like
Having roommates is a problem?
you're instantly cutting out a person who's trying to make a living in, for example, San Francisco or the Bay Area at large. And they need roommates to afford the place so
Yeah.
that you have a nice, clean place. I mean,
Sometimes a couple has a roommate as well. Like, well, we've got 2 bedrooms here. We'll stay in this one.
why not offset the cost
Right.
with another person?
Wow, that's man, that is someone who is not really looking. You're right.
Now, I admit,
Well said.
I went through the roommate thing for many years, most of my 20s, and it is hard. And you definitely find yourself dealing with, like, I'd come home and find one of my guys' girlfriends in the house.
Eating your last bowl of cereal.
That had happened as well, but just to walk in and be like, oh, someone's
Oh, who are
here. There's never going to be a chance I get this place to myself, is there?
you? Mm-mm.
No,
No.
there's not.
It's like living in a dorm.
Right. They say it's not the lack of privacy, dealing with all the shared stuff, or even the home being harder to clean and maintain with others involved. It's because living on your own means you probably have your life under control. You're independent financially, and most importantly, you'd have a clearer path to moving into a new place with your newfound love. I still feel like you are cutting people out of your dating pool before you've even hung with them. What if they're great and they just like their roommates?
Yeah.
What
They
if
have a
they're
good
people-
situation. Or what if they do make enough to live alone and they've decided not to waste that money?
Even in my 20s, when I wasn't really dating and I was just doing my career and trying to make money, coming home to roommates at times was awesome. We would walk across the street to the beach and go surfing together until the last bit of light, and then walk home and then go cruise the neighborhood for parties or whatever and hang with people. Those were great times.
If
Or
you
we
have really good roommates.
grab a couple golf clubs and run out onto the golf course after everyone's passed the hole near us, and then we play a couple holes until we're thrown out of there. But that was some of the funnest times of my life.
You know, the thing about roommates, though, is it always starts out okay. Everybody is, at first respectful, but man, like good roommate situations hardly ever last very long. People move out, somebody else moves in, they change the whole vibe of the place. Someone is just completely disrespectful of other people's space. There's always something. Everybody's got roommate stories.
The newest turnoff is having roommates. Now you know. 800-400-3697 is our number. And there's a guy over there named Maddie.
Hey, Maddie.
Hi, everybody.
What's your deal?
Let's see here. Curiosity 510. Curiosity and hospitality worked out really well for the Native Americans. Stromboli from Vacaville listening on Odyssey.
See, there you go. Oh,
Well,
look, more
you got
humans
us
are
there,
coming.
didn't you?
Yeah. Talking about Jed York, his wife Danielle is probably still mad. She and Jed have 2 boys, and I think they're in middle school. You don't want your ex embarrassing the kids like that.
Well, he is splashed on the front of every
the kids
website.
at school are going to know.
I understand this is not the best case situation for Jed York or the 49er operation or his family, but at least they're not married and she's finding out for the first time that he's, getting around when he's not home.
650, $20. That's what I tip my manicurist. What a cheapskate.
I know that is terrible. He's a billionaire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's also Jed York. Like, what if he walked in there and someone goes, I'm a huge NFL fan. I totally know who you are. Give me all your money.
I actually wonder if that is why he would go to somebody in a trailer park as opposed to getting a high-end hooker who might try to roll him for more or, go sell her story to TMZ. It's got to be difficult if you're a public person.
909, a friend of mine went to see a sex worker and everything was recorded on video, and then they used that to blackmail him for an exorbitant amount of money.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's scary.
That's what I expect.
That
I realize
sucks.
that's probably the 1% of the interactions that happen, nationwide or worldwide, but still.
That sucks.
Christina in
So
Sacramento.
scary.
I received 911 calls by people who were robbed by prostitutes or had their drugs taken by them.
Again,
And
that's
they're
what
calling 911.
That lady took my drugs.
Here's a nice one.
my gummies have been stolen.
Oh, no, my cocaine is gone. How will I get through the night? Sleeping?
Can you guys get it back for me? 415. Sarah Vinnie, Bob, and Maddie. I moved to Paris last week, and I'm listening to you now on Odyssey.
Oh.
So happy to be here, but never been so grateful to hear your voices and get a little slice of the Bay. I've been a listener since 2000 when I first moved to San Francisco, and you always make my mornings. Thank you. Keep on keeping on. Hope you get laid, except for Sarah, because I know you don't want that.
Yeah, I don't want that.
I love that text so much.
Yeah.
Like, that is,
To think that you're in Paris and it matters. We matter to you. Thank you.
there are times we're just doing this thing that we do every day, but all the different people crossing underneath the sound umbrella that is broadcast here is just rad.
It is. It's incredible.
And we don't get to hear that because we don't see you, but when you text us and tell us, it's great.
We love it.
Thank you.
Yeah. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, could you live without your cell phone?
Bow.
Yeah. Sorry, caught you. It's Alice, 97.3. Sarah Vinnie, Alice's morning show. Hello, Tuesday. We have another Alice Escape going on right now. This one is for Teddy Swims in Nashville. It's a national contest, and the way to enter is to go to radioalice.com. And then that's it. Sign yourself up for it. You get if you win this, it's huge. It's a 4-pack of premium tickets for Teddy Swims, October 16th at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, with round-trip airfare and 2-night hotel stay for you and your 3 besties. So fun. It's courtesy of AEG. Another Alice Escape to see Teddy Swims. You can call or text us 800-400-3697 and email us anytime, Sarah and Vinnie at odyssey.com. We have Scott Budman coming up at 7:30, so make sure you're here for that. He's always great. Always super fun.
Yeah, he is.
There's a story this morning. I almost threw it into the, random story from out of nowhere file. But there's so many stories in there. It's ridiculous, like 100. So I thought I'll just do this one because honestly, like for us, regular, average, private citizens, you almost got to have a phone these days because even if cars are now unlocked by phones. It's how you stay in contact with everyone. Your banking is on there. Where else am I going to play solitaire? Come on. Got so many things to do on your phone, Instagram and all the social medias. So for most people, they're indispensable. Even if you never play a game on there, there's still stuff that you need that's on your phone. You pay for things, GPS, it's all there. When someone doesn't have one, it does seem really odd. And, who can is people who have a staff.
Sure.
So they're, it's celebrities who don't use cell phones. Or smartphones, because some of them do still use cell phones, but they'll use like a flip phone. But these are people who are like, I don't have time to answer my messages. I'm just far too busy being me the whole time.
Well, I get what you're saying there, but I do think there are people who just sort of find them, like, I'll give you an example. They say, if you grab your phone first thing when you wake up, you don't even realize it. You're probably not looking for news. You're looking for dopamine. You're looking for that hit.
Yep.
Right away, you want that.
This person contacted me. I got 10 likes here.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is you're looking for. You're right about that, Ben.
And so I do think that there are people who recognize this and say to themselves, this isn't good for me.
Yep.
My personality. Not everybody. They're not taking a stance on everyone, but they're saying, I think this is a problem for me. I'm better off not. I give people credit who see that in themselves and say, I don't need to be chasing dopamine all day, every day. Like,
right.
You don't pick up your phone because you need to. And I admit, I do it all the time in here. In fact, sometimes my brain will wander. I'll pick up my phone and realize, you're on the air, dude. What are you doing?
Right. You're going to get sucked into something on your phone. It is true.
I open it. And you've heard it. I open it and the volume spits out something and I'm like, oh my God, we're on. And I didn't even realize I'd done it.
Right.
Until the volume kicked in and went,
exactly.
You're caught, jerko.
You caught yourself.
So I get what you're saying, but I also get that there are people who, good for you that you recognize that it's not good for you and decided to pull off.
I think too that I feel like one of the crucial things on there is maps because nobody even knows how to give directions anymore to anything. So like if someone didn't have a phone in the car that had that, I would definitely be pulling mine out to do that. But every other thing, everything, that's the only thing I can think of that I can't really do on my computer. I just log in with my Apple ID on my Mac and when I get a text, unfortunately, the little indicator shows up right here on my computer. When my email drops, I've got a thing there. I can get to all of my websites. I can get to my banking, etc. Like you could easily live without a cell phone. You wouldn't be able to take pictures. You could get a camera, but just logging in. I'm sure it's the same thing with like a Samsung thing or like, isn't that a Google based thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just log in that way. You could do it. You could live without your phone, but most people are like, no, I wouldn't want to.
I think that it goes back to what I just said. Like, if you can use it and it's useful,
Right. Use it responsibly.
you pay for things with it,
Yep.
and you use it for maps, and you stay in touch with your, husband, wife, kids, friends, pardon me, then that's great. But if you're that person who at 2 a.m. is still doom scrolling, you're the person who needs to get rid of that and go to a flip phone, because you're killing yourself.
You're not doing yourself any favors. You're disrupting your sleep, and you're just,
And that's exactly what that case across the east in Oakland is about against Meta, which is they've figured out ways to keep you on those sites.
to addict you.
And so if you're either a young brain, a young, not even fully formed brain, that's really negative for you, but even a person who's fully grown who's sitting there at 2 a.m. Mason, our midday girl here at Alice, is an influencer, but she also admits she's fully addicted to her phone.
Mm.
She admits it, and I've seen it in action. She cannot not have it on and facing her and giving her stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so I realize a lot of, like, she makes a living with it, though.
Right.
So what are you going to tell her?
Not, what can you tell her? That is a tool that she has to use in order to do this thing that she does. And I think that it's one thing to be completely addicted and doom scrolling, and another thing to, now you need to do this or you can't pay your bills. Like, it's almost like a forced addiction.
I give her a lot of credit, though, because she hustles and she's out there doing all kinds of content all the time, all day, every day, and that's her job.
Yeah.
Also the radio, but also that.
Yeah. The paying thing is, yesterday I made twice baked potatoes last night.
You really did?
I did. I went and did it. But
that's an art.
You're so good at taking what we talk about on the air and putting it in your stomach.
I couldn't get it out. Yes, I know, right? Put it in my mouth, baby.
That's what I was trying to tell you, though. Like, with the way I'd never seen it before. My uncle takes a baked potato and he just starts working on it there at the dinner table, and you're like, what is he doing? And it's an art to turn a baked potato into this masterpiece. And you did that. Twice baked, right?
Twice baked.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's not a regular baked potato with butter. Let me get that in my head.
Right. I did
multiple steps.
Yeah, broccoli and cauliflower, cheddar cheese.
It's killer.
Yeah.
And
anyway, so I'm walking to my Safeway is like, I don't know, it's like maybe a quarter-mile walk from my house.
Okay.
And I'm halfway there, and I'm like, I turn around and walk back and get my phone so I can pay for the stuff. I was so mad, and then I'm like, how is it even possible that thing wasn't in my pocket? Like, it's always in my pocket. But no.
Well, you get home, you put it on the charger, you're trying to get away from it, but
you try.
I got you.
It was so annoying. So here are a couple celebrities who refuse to conform. They won't have a smartphone. Aziz Ansari says he uses a flip phone and a landline, and he doesn't have an email address either. He's got an assistant for that. So there you go. So you got somebody else handling your inbox. Most of us don't have that. I don't even think, would you even want someone to handle your inbox? What if you got a private message from, someone was going on with your aunt or something? Michael Sarah, who's so adorable.
He's great.
He said, I just bought a camera. If I want to take photos, I've got a camera on me. And that is where I will do it. And then he just uses his computer to check emails and play chess.
As much as I think an artist can benefit from understanding what the average day of a regular person is like, which includes looking at Instagram and Facebook and what, he's an artist in a different way, in that he's portraying characters that are pre-written for him.
Right.
And he doesn't need it as much as maybe a painter or a musician might.
And he's got, people that you would have to go through to get to him anyway.
And a musician even, I feel, can get, if there's too much direct contact and someone is telling you suck and that this new album's the worst thing, that you don't need that getting into your head. Like, you made your art. You did the best you could.
Yep.
If that person doesn't like it, they should just not listen to it. But they don't. They attack you.
Right. And you're better off not seeing that.
Exactly.
Do your art, put it out there, and then go on with your life.
Hopefully you sell tickets. And if you don't, all right. Didn't work out.
Yeah. And honestly, not looking at feedback is a good way to just feel positive and go on. You don't need to. It's that you didn't need to address that. It doesn't. You don't need to see it or hear it. Just do what you do and move away from
And
it.
to people's credit, every now and then there's that person who cuts through with the comment that hits you right between the eyes. You know the one.
I do.
The one that is so spot on and you know it and they know it and you hear it and you see it and you go, ow.
Yeah.
Ow.
That's why I would not. I wouldn't. I try to never look at our texts. I just don't want to know how bad I suck.
Everyone loves you.
Thank you. That's a nice thing to
No,
say.
it's true.
It is though. There's even like one listener in particular, like on the Facebook page one time wrote something that really bummed me out, and like anytime I see anything from that listener, I'm like, oh, I'm kind of bummed out by it.
Their existence.
Yeah, like, you bummed me out once.
But that's the thing about the online communication is like we don't know these people. We don't know each other at all the way we used to know each other, and so you just feel free to say what you want to say, and if you're in a bad mood, that comes through, and they're mean.
And the easiest thing to do is make a negative comment.
Yeah,
like
of course.
that's the easiest thing for a person to make themselves feel a little better for a second. Oh, I'm gonna just be mean to this person.
Does it make you feel better just to be mean?
That's just online
It's like,
culture, I
that.
think.
Yeah,
Because I really, I could
It's
tell
gross.
you 10 times, any person, what sucks about them. You could do that.
Yeah,
I don't. I'm not into that.
right.
You do
Look
that?
for the good. I try not to.
You don't go online and go, I'm
Oh,
gonna
God,
roast
no.
this guy. Right. It's just weird.
I don't even care what people say online. I'm just like, who cares about that? It's like listening to some rando. No thanks.
To me, it's confusing though, because when you are a musician, you are more successful if people listen to your stuff, and therefore they have to like it and they have to kind of buy into you.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, you don't want to. I mean, there are obviously haters out there who are just mean to be mean, but it's also like, you should take some feedback, right? Or no? Like, but
I
if you
don't-
only
No,
look at the
feedback
positives,
is-
that's also weird.
I don't disagree with you, but I do think that many artists, I've read all kinds of stuff all the way back from classic rock to the artists of today, and they will say, you have to make your record for you.
Mm-hmm.
As in, they make it for themselves. They make it the best they can make it, whether it's confessional or just pop art, and it's got no real connection to you other than you wrote it and you're singing it. But whatever in between there, you've got to do it for you, put it out, and that's where it's up to the rest of the world to decide. If you're in the middle of, let's say, for example, you're in the studio writing a song and you start looking at your feed and you go, oh, they like it when I say stuff about my mom.
Or
I
whatever,
should-
right.
Let me work that in.
Right.
Now you're writing for these comments in order to get, you're never going to get.
I also think let's say you're Neil Young
Yeah.
and you're writing one of your terrible, terrible albums.
I like him.
And I know. And actually, I like some of his songs too. But in general, I feel like he's polarizing, and I definitely know people who don't like him, and I know people who really love him. He doesn't need to know that, and he never did need to know it. And he put his art out into the world, and he toured it, and he sold or didn't sell records to people. But people weren't stopping him on the street going, "You suck." They just, when we're face to face with people, we're not like that. I feel like there's this layer that gets peeled off and just kind of like reveals the ugly. And I think that that's one of the downsides of all online communication and social media. And also, people can really take what you say out of context because there's no inflection in it. Like, have you ever tried to joke with somebody via text and they're like butt sore over it?
Yes.
And you're like, that was totally a joke. I don't want to have to write JK after everything I write to somebody.
Is there a sarcasm font?
Right.
There
That's what
needs to
LOL's
be.
for.
Yeah, there does need to be a sarcasm emoji. I agree with you 100%.
That is one of the
Yeah.
things. Like, you're being sarcastic,
Yeah.
Oh, it
All
didn't land.
I've
Oops.
actually noticed, Sarah, that you're a great texter.
Well, you know what I've noticed about me is I put too many commas in, and I actually, write a grammatically correct sentence, and then I read what I get back from my son, and I'm like, okay, well, let me just try to decrypt that.
Well,
know.
he also probably texts you more curtly than he texts his friends.
Oh, that's probably true.
'Cause he doesn't want to engage. There's so
That
much
is
tone.
for sure.
There's
yes.
so much tone in texting.
Yeah. So just a couple more of these. I just thought this was interesting because I know you like writers. I have never read a heartbreaking work of staggering genius, but it is one of those memoirs that people talk about, and it's written by a guy named Dave Eggers. And he says, I use a flip phone and I write my first draft by hand and then transfer it to my 1998 Mac. Writes it out longhand and then types it in. Woody Harrelson apparently does not have he doesn't have anything. He's got one obscure email.
Absolutely, yes.
Christopher Nolan says, I refuse to get a smartphone because it's so easy for me to get distracted. And he not only wants to call you from a landline, he would prefer it if you called from a landline.
That's what I'm saying, though, is that as a guy who might be up at night distracted by that, he says, I should not.
Right. Or he's directing a scene and all of a sudden his phone's blowing up and he's all like, oh, I didn't even see that take.
But movie making is this bubble.
Mm-hmm.
And so they
That's
get to,
true.
And I'm sure they love it. Like you get into the bubble and this is all that matters. And you're in whatever era and whatever scene you're doing. That's all that matters. It's probably a pretty great feeling to just be entirely focused on Batman.
Right.
Or the
with
Odyssey.
no
Is that the guy,
distractions.
the Odyssey guy?
Yeah, I think so. Right.
I can
Christopher
imagine.
Nolan?
Yeah. And plus, he probably
And
says
Oppenheimer too, right?
there's no phones on these sets.
Oh, I think he is the phone guy, the no phone on the set guy.
So he creates a bubble, and that would be pretty pure and pretty cool.
Okay, but he also says you can't wear Uggs on set, which I guess I can never work with Christopher Nolan.
I guess
but
not.
That's an aside.
Yeah. The final one on this list is Christopher Walken. He doesn't have a cell phone or use email, and he doesn't even have like any streaming services. Like basically has no internet at his house. He previously revealed that he watches Severance, which he's on DVDs sent to him by Apple.
I love it.
Yeah.
And he's an older guy. Like, what is he, 80?
Oh, he's pretty old, yeah.
You know, I mean, my kids, as they've been trying to argue they deserve phones, have said, or this was one of the conversations, Dad, when did you get your first phone? 29.
Yeah.
That's when I got my first
Yeah,
phone.
I'm not a good comparison
In fact,
for you.
they'd been around a while and I hadn't.
Right. That is true. In fact, I think, didn't you have one and then just get rid of it?
No, that was my laptop.
Oh,
or
yeah.
not my laptop,
Your
my
iMac,
my iMac, yeah. Our boss started writing me on my email and I went, no, I'm giving this to, I gave it to some school. Blanked it out and gave it away.
Here's an email machine.
Couple texts, 510. People lose touch with their humanity on social media and in their cars. We feel separate from ourselves.
Yes. People are their worst selves when they drive.
I know.
Yes.
It makes me sick. That's why I don't drive.
Well,
I'm
that's
just
why
kidding.
you don't drive?
No. I just suck at it.
You have a license, though?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, that's good.
Benjamin and Martinez, also as listeners, we get to know you, but not the opposite. It's called a parasocial relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I've met people where they say it feels like I know you, but you don't know me. And I say, well, you do.
You actually
Part
do
of what we
know
do
us,
here is
right.
share our lives, and it's part of how we connect.
Yep.
I think that's what is bumming when somebody says something negative sometimes, because it does feel personal because, that's
Yeah.
This
something.
is a listener. This
Yeah.
is someone that I'm working on a relationship with.
Yes.
All right, changing gears. I just want to slide this in. Netflix's The Gentleman renewed for season 3, as Meghan Markle does remain in the talks.
Oh.
We had heard yesterday that there was some backlash. They didn't want her in the show. Forget her, Brexit, or whatever they called her. Megxit.
Megxit.
Yeah. People had reported that the Duchess of Sussex had been offered a major new project. They called it her most significant acting role since leaving Suits, and it does look like it is still on. She's still in talks. No deal's been finalized.
That would be really good for her.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's a fun show. They'll write a cool character for her. The writing's good. Like, that's nothing but a win for her to do this.
And then one other, just a headline. I'm just going to read
Well,
the
it didn't
headline.
work out, the whole homemaker thing. So,
No, it
yeah,
really-
go back to acting.
Yeah, we didn't believe it. It didn't act that well enough. Here's just the headline on this. Meghan Markle's snobbish behavior made hiring Montecito housekeepers nearly impossible. Word got around. They couldn't find anyone to clean their house.
Oh, I hope that's not true.
I
know.
hope that's not
it's-
true,
it's
too,
just-
because
it's on page 6. It's just gossip.
money.
Yeah.
Like, who turns down good money
Right.
because someone's a snob? Like,
I looked at this overhead
you know what? I
of
come
their
into
place.
clean and I put my headphones in and just, I'm busy.
Right. Yeah.
Give me my money.
Isn't everyone who lives in Mendocino snobby?
Probably.
Montecito. Well, they're all rich, that's for sure. I was looking at the overhead of their place, and it's absolutely palatial. It's like a dream.
Did they keep it or sell it?
They're keeping it.
Ah.
Yeah, they're keeping it. So they're going there because Prince Charles has cancer, and I don't know, maybe she's gonna shoot a season of the Gentleman. I really hope I never saw her on Suits. I've never seen her acting in anything. And
She's great on Suits.
Oh, I
She's
wouldn't
great.
mind seeing her be great in something else. And that would be good for her.
I've been saying that.
She's really caught it from a lot of different sides. And I don't have bad feelings about her. It's just what gets fed to me.
I really hope that she makes it back to acting. They need a fresh start again.
For many of us, she only exists in these stories that you tell. Like,
Right.
I don't see her.
Right.
I don't hear her voice. I don't know her or
You
her.
could listen to her podcast.
I never heard that. I
Right.
didn't see the cooking show. Nothing. She's just a tabloid thing.
Yep.
Meg, if you're looking for a house sitter for your, what is it, Montecito?
Yeah.
Montecito Ranch, hit me up. Bob on the waves.
No.
Bob, you have a job.
You're here.
That's really far
you
from here.
can't politic
You can't go-
for new
right.
gigs
No.
while you're working
We
with
reject
us.
that utterly. Do not call Bob. She is ours.
DM me.
Okay, what's coming up? I know.
Jesus. Scott Budman's coming up from NBC Bay Area right after these.
Alice, 97.3, Sarah Vinnie, Alice's morning show. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., it's our generational trivia challenge, Bridge the Gap.
What's up, everyone? This Alice Report is brought to you by Jam Bar, an organic, real food energy bar with gluten-free grains and no processed sugars or oils. Buy Jam Bars at stores including Whole Foods, Safeway, Nugget, Molly Stone's, and Good Earth Markets. Jam Bar. Try them.
Yeah, they're yummy.
You'll like them. All right, here's what's happening. We've got Scott Budman from NBC Bay Area on the line, and he has been covering it's not even making as much news as I think it should because it's a huge trial. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning. Hey, guys.
So
Hi.
Are you actually going to Oakland and covering this?
I am, yes.
Okay.
And Oakland Federal Court, and they say this could last 6 weeks, and we're just starting week 2.
So
of this trial.
I'm curious if we could, before we even get into the conversation about it, let's just set up what is actually happening. So is it 4 states?
It's 4 states bringing it on behalf of a total of 29 states,
Right.
attorneys general, that are suing Meta over this. And yeah, California, obviously one of them. We've already had a trial in Los Angeles. There was another one after that in New Mexico. And this is sort of the third in a line of cases asking, is social media addictive? Is it harmful? And did the company, in this case Meta, know that they were harming young people when putting out the Instagram product? And so this is sort of trial number 3. And you're right, Vinny, a lot hinges on this because it's here in California. There's 29 states behind it. And, the fines have already been big. The penalties are potentially big. And so Meta is throwing everything it can at trying to turn this thing around.
The stakes are enormous for Meta, and so I wonder, and I say this as a product of the OJ trial. I watched every minute of it back in the 90s or whatever that was. How many lawyers are on Meta's side as this case is being heard? I imagine, as you say, they're throwing everything at it. They don't want to admit that they've done this, and they don't want to have to change anything they're doing, so they must have hired the best legal minds in the world, and probably 20 of them.
Yeah, I mean, they already have a really big legal staff. All of these companies do. That's not a surprise. But especially a company that's constantly getting shot at, by privacy advocates, by child protection advocates. You just name it, and it's come for Instagram. And so, yeah, you see a lot of lawyers. But, California, the state, is bringing a lot as well. And this is something where they sort of have not an entire scheme, but a palette at least of what to do as far as bringing psychologists forward. We are probably going to hear from parents who say that their children were damaged by social media. We have heard from former Facebook employees that, some of them have even written books about this, about how they've become disillusioned when they realized, hey, in their minds, what they were doing was wrong and harmful, and they would leave the company. And now they are actually testifying against the company.
Do you think, I'm trying to figure out why they wouldn't just make some simple changes. Do you think they're fighting this is more about like ego and presentation of no fault? Or do you think that, I don't understand why you wouldn't just say, oh, many people are saying this is harming the children of the world. We should just change the way we do it. But what is their take on that? I don't get their defense.
That's a great question. And yes, that's what a lot of people are asking. I feel the same way to an extent. I think that one of the battles that they're fighting and have been fighting for years is the battle of public opinion. No matter what a court says, and this court may say, hey, you know what? It's not as harmful. The company didn't know what they were doing. They're worried that they will have to change what they do. And by changing what they do, I mean make less money by doing what they do. And if they make less money in social media, which, by the way, social media isn't even their main focus. It's now AI. If they make less money through social media, they can't fund these gigantic AI data centers and plans to compute and sell all this stuff. And so they're worried not about making little concessions. They're worried that those little concessions will become bigger concessions and that they won't be able to do what they want to do in their way, as unpopular as that is. So yeah, Vin, it comes down to ego, but a lot of it comes down to money and their ability to do what they want. And really, to an extent, the public opinion be damned. And that's a big problem, not only for the company, but right now, this whole backlash against tech. People are worried about their privacy. They're worried about data centers. They're worried about robots. There's this whole thing of, why are we doing this if we know, and do we know, that this is actually harming our children?
They, for their part in this, I'm reading an actual quote where they say, social media addiction is not a recognized condition. It's not real. And that's a defense I guess you'd have to take. But we were just talking about how people reach for their phone sometimes without even realizing it because they're looking for that dopamine hit. Or it might be the first thing they grab in the morning, not to get news, but to check that post they put up last night or whatever. And I can't see how anyone who's used those platforms can actually say with a straight face that there's zero possibility a teenager could get addicted to this.
Right.
It wasn't all that long ago. We're talking about the 1990s when people really had their eyes open because of a trial. The idea that tobacco is addictive. And I know now it sounds quaint to talk about this, but those trials back in the 90s really brought to the surface that cigarettes are addictive, that the companies that make them know this. And granted, you can say, well, gosh, 30 years later, we still have cigarettes, but smoking is way down. It's not cool. Smoking is even further down now among young people. And I wonder if that's what these companies are worried about, that, okay, we're still going to have social media a generation from now, but is it going to be something that our children tell their children, hey, you know what, this is just not cool. And those children are like, oh, God, you're on Instagram. I don't want to date you. I mean, obviously that's, fantasy in the future, but it has precedent that something that was thought to be acceptable turned out to be addictive. We know it's addictive, and it just became less acceptable, even though it stuck around.
We're talking to Scott Budman from NBC Bay Area and the Alice News Network. It's real. Trust me. Anyway, so as far as before we move on, and I've got the Meta glasses on my list of things we should talk about, but as you're looking at the trial and you're seeing, what is the vibe? What are you thinking? What are you hearing? Is it a losing bid for Meta, or is this impossible to pin to them?
It's hard to say.
Responsibility, I mean.
Right. Everyone is waiting for what we haven't seen yet, which are the big executives, and there are two of them. Mark Zuckerberg, obviously, chief executive and founder of Meta. I think they want him on the stand, and I don't know that they can get him to admit that social media is addictive, but I think they want him on the stand to talk about what this does. We've seen him testify on Capitol Hill with parents behind him, and he turned to them and apologized. So it'll be interesting to see him. Also, Adam Mosseri, he's the guy that runs Instagram. I think they want to see him. So far, we haven't seen Meta executives on the stand. We've seen former employees talk about how they were disillusioned with the company. We recently heard from a psychologist. She talked about, hey, I've done studies that show kids really can't put their phones down. And then, the cross-examination, she'll admit, social media can be helpful. People find their connections and all that. So you've got this sort of back and forth of something that she says, is damaging, can be helpful. I don't know, obviously, what's sticking with the jury, but so far the prosecution has brought forth witnesses, and they've talked about, even those who worked with Instagram, how they were worried for the safety of their own teenagers. And so it's been fairly compelling. Again, who knows what the jury is thinking, though?
Well, it's a pretty powerful thought to walk away from a high-paying job because you do not believe in the product. Many people, I think most people would say, I'm not turning the money spigot off. It costs a fortune to live here, and I've got a pool going in. Like, there's other things I really need to be able to pay off before I can leave. So that's kind of a powerful statement when someone says, I can't
I left. I went
participate
somewhere
in
else.
this.
Right.
There's other jobs in the world,
Right. I mean, if it's a clinical person, a psychologist, I'm in the courtroom looking at the jury, and they're respectful, taking notes. When someone from Instagram says, I used to work at Instagram, and my kid started getting, let's say sexually inappropriate comments thrown at her as a teenager. And I thought, oh, well, I work here. We can take care of this. And then it turned out they didn't. And he was disillusioned. You sort of see the jurors stood up and take a little more notice.
For sure.
I agree. Yeah, that's a powerful thing to say. And that's why I think we're going to see many people say that.
Before we move on, Meta has their glasses out, and that's on my list. I don't know about this. What story do you have on Meta glasses being used in creepy ways? Which is typical.
Of course.
Typical.
I mean, we're just talking about this as if the company doesn't have enough of a reputation. We've got these privacy things, and this is what happened. I'm aging us all by talking about Google Glass. That wasn't all that long ago.
No.
And people, let's be honest, men would wear them into a bar, and you didn't know if they were recording. Which, by the way, of course, is illegal, but you can still do it and get away with it sometimes.
Little piece of electrical tape right over the light.
The speeding's illegal. There's all kinds of things. Like it's not, but people do it daily.
Yeah, and this is creepy. And now, because of these Meta glasses, and I've tried them, and I get it. You can, make phone call, listen to music. You can ask AI something that it's seeing, but you can also record. And obviously, that's a terrible idea if you're recording someone who is not giving you permission to do that, especially in a public place. I mean, these things are happening and people are complaining about them. And it's just one of these things where, again, people are saying, okay, I get that we have the technology to do this, but this is just creepy. It's unpopular. It instantly makes these glasses and the company that makes the glasses even more unpopular. And people are asking, hey, how can I go out in public if someone might be recording me and I don't even know? And usually if someone's recording you with a phone, at least they're holding it up and you can say, aha, that's someone who's doing something very inappropriate and creepy. These glasses allow for that to happen without many people knowing. And it's one of those things where the glasses might help people, especially those who are vision impaired. It might help you if you're house hunting and you can get instant information. It might help you if you're making a phone call walking down the street. But if the reputation is these are creepy, and if you wear them, you're creepy, then again, you're doing damage to the whole thing because of one part of it. And this is just a company that can't seem to get out of the way of that kind of thing.
For me personally, and this is just me, but I would say the bigger problem with the Meta Glass, because if you get video, let's say someone videos you nude, you're changing, and you're a victim straight up in that situation. But if someone is recording your conversation and you're talking trash about someone that, isn't in the room and that video gets out, sure, you should have kept your mouth shut. But in reality, unbeknownst to you, you are now caught saying something about the CEO of the company you work at or this thing or that. That's where it can really undo.
You thought you were having a private conversation.
And you weren't. That's gnarly.
Yeah, I mean, privacy is privacy, and these things get in the way of that. And it's interesting because they just look like someone wearing Ray-Bans. And so you don't know, and that's just the insidiousness of it. It's like, guys, don't do this because this is why we can't have nice things, right?
On to the next tech behemoth. Apple is about to, as we head towards September, they're probably going to drop a bunch of new products, including the new iPhone. I personally am waiting on the new watch. I'm a huge fan of the Apple Watch, but what do we think is coming next month and how much is it going to cost us?
Scott Budman, NBC Bay Area.
Yeah, we're probably going to get, in this fall, usually September, we'll get a new phone. It'll be the iPhone 18, but we'll probably get a new watch too. They're talking about, this would be Series 12, so we're up to this now. It looks like, from the rumors, it'll be updated a little bit, maybe a slightly faster chip, maybe longer battery life. That's what a lot of people want. Maybe between 24 and 38 hours on a charge. We'll probably get some more health and fitness things, as these wearables do that and track us. Maybe even some new colors. And I'm guessing the pricing will remain pretty much the same. The question about pricing in Apple is with the larger devices, your iMacs, your iPads, even your phones, because memory, thank you AI, now costs more. And obviously there's a lot of memory in these devices that we carry around. So one of the things that we'll be looking for is, are they raising the prices of the iPads, of the iPhones, because of this memory, boost. The watch, probably not so much. I'm guessing they'll be able to keep at least the basic pricing the same. But, as you know, Vinny, they've made these really sort of aggressively big, watches that do all sorts of things that allow you to swim and surf and camp and hike, and they're cool. And those with a larger battery, I think, are going to be popular, especially with people who are really into fitness. These things are very popular.
I love the watch, but I don't think I would buy the foldable, but I also, and that's the new thing, right? The foldable iPhone, or is that?
That's expected in September. I'll believe it when I see it, because I look for these things, and I know that, Samsung has some out there. There just aren't that many in the wild. I just don't see all that many foldable phones. But there is a certain, I guess, group of people willing to pay a whole lot of money to have two screens instead of just one, and fold it up, put it in their, I don't know, pocket, purse, whatever. And Apple is rumored to be jumping on that bandwagon. And, whatever Apple does obviously boosts sales of whatever it does. And so this may be the move to make these foldable phones an actual thing. But so far, they've been a real niche product. And, we're just not able to say, hey, if you have a foldable phone, you can do X, Y, and Z. It's basically just you have, let's say, 12 inches of screen instead of 6.
Having a person in my house that works in tech, I can tell you that whether or not you've got the internet or it goes down, or whether or not you want to go work somewhere else just to be out of your house for a minute, the foldable phone has potential, if it works like it's supposed to, for people who work from their phone to fold it out and have a bigger screen and be able to do this kind of work from the road. It could be huge. I don't know if it's going to be great or not. To me, it's more trouble than it's worth, and I would be afraid it doesn't work. Yeah, right. No, I agree.
And I really don't want to do text or emails on a phone anyway, because the tiny little keyboard. I'll just wait till I get home and I'll write you on my computer.
Apple shows us every time, though, that
we need that.
You don't think you need an iPad? And then there you are with 3 of them, if not 5 of them, or on your 10th.
Everybody in your house has one.
One last thing, Scott Budman from NBC Bay Area and the Alice News Network. I'm looking at these humanoid robot games. And if you haven't seen this video, robots have come a long way while we weren't looking. A couple of these videos come out and you see the thing jump and then it falls over and then its legs are moving while it's laying on its side and you go, oh, okay, now they're sprinting and jumping and
doing gymnastics and sparring.
Yes.
Kicking and fighting.
Did you see this?
Oh, yeah. And I would say, I don't normally tell people to go on their phones even more, but you got to check this stuff out. These videos are wild. You're absolutely right. They are doing Olympic events. It's scary in a way, but, am I wrong that my new guilty pleasure is watching a robot on a track running literally faster than Usain Bolt into a wall, backing off, falling, rolling around, having robot parts splinter off with the sparks
That's fun.
Flying. It's just amazing. I mean, it is cinema. And we are, at the same time, I'm like, well, that's amazing. I'm like, well, what is the future for humanity if these guys are doing this? It's pretty amazing to watch.
Well, and this goes into production, or at least on some level, right over in Fremont. They're reconfiguring the Tesla plant to build these things, right?
Right, the humanoid robots. And one interesting thing is here in America, when we talk humanoid robots, at least in the marketing of it, it's like, hey, it's going to fold your laundry. Overseas, they're running faster than the fastest human, into walls. They're marching. They're doing gymnastics.
They're creating an army,
taekwondo.
Is what you're trying to say.
I think so, yeah. And so, it's like, hey, great, I've got someone folding my laundry, and you've got an army. And
ours is folding its laundry until it gets woken up by its sub-command and joins the forces as they're all converging on whatever needs to be eliminated.
Yeah, bless the industry making these things, but they're doing this with the assumption that we've never seen movies before,
right.
And I just can't get past that.
And yet, we're still going to go get these things.
Scott Budman from NBC Bay Area. Listen, if you guys want to follow him, he does a lot of reports right on Instagram, on all the socials, at Scott Budman. You can also watch them on your TV, NBC Bay Area. Thanks a lot, buddy. We appreciate hearing from you.
Thank you,
Thank
Scott.
you. Always fun. Thanks,
Always
you
great
guys.
to talk to you.
Thanks.
Coming up, wedding alert. Is it wrong? Such a sweet little song. It's Alice, 97.3. Sarah Vinnie, Alice's morning show. In an hour, we've got a code word for you, and that could get you the grand prize Disney vacation. Disneyland tickets all this week, 9:05, 12:05, and 5:05. We'll give you a code word, and that's your chance to win a 4-pack of tickets for Disneyland Resort. Plus, be qualified for this incredible vacation. The grand prize includes a 4-pack of 3-day, 1-park-per-day tickets with a 2-night hotel stay at a Disneyland Resort hotel. We've got it all for you. You want Disney? We got that. Call or text us, 800-400-3697. Maddie standing by to read your text to us.
A lot of text from Scott last segment.
Oh, yeah? What do you got?
He's great, isn't he?
The best.
I love him.
Vin, you got a nice compliment. Vin, you're so good at interviewing. 510.
Thank you.
That was a good segment. 510, Insta is addictive, but YouTube and Roblox should be sued too. Harmful as hell.
You know what?
Oh, Roblox.
I just want to add that this is the problem I'm having personally, is that there's also an upside to Instagram. I love seeing my friends. There's a few people on this planet that when they post a picture, I see it and I smile.
Yep.
And I think that's so awesome. They just made my day that they shared that with me. And yet I'd be willing to lose that for the greater good if it's going to be less damaging to young brains coming up. And easier for parents to deal with, because you can imagine in each household there's a parent fighting no, you can't go on there. I'm 14. Everybody else is on it.
415, meta glasses are becoming a big issue at Burning Man right now.
Burning Man was in the news yesterday, and I made a note and then forgot to bring it up.
Like next week,
it
right?
It starts any minute, right? Like this Sunday, I think it starts.
Yeah, they started building this weekend.
Are you going?
No.
Oh, because you're getting married.
Yeah, I'm getting married. Next year.
Burning Man getting married. Burning Man getting married. I guess we'll get married.
I know.
707. Excellent. Thanks for the coverage, everybody. Someone asking if that is going to be a standalone segment. Yes, all the segments are on the podcast by hour, and it'll say Scott Budman on it, so you can go back and listen to it if you missed it or need to share it with somebody.
And Scott's always great. Thanks, Scott.
Such an interesting thing that we talked about it off the air, and it happens to us in different ways, but they would be smarter to make the changes themselves before the government says, you'll make that change and here's what's happening.
Right.
And then they're like, oh no.
Right.
Like,
they could be proactive and just
meet us in the middle.
Right. Somehow. Otherwise, it'll be mandated.
Right.
I guess they feel that they can win.
It's clear their ego and the amount of money they've generated is too much to walk away from. And so they're going to fight it all the way. And he's a guy who he just went to, I forget where I read it earlier, maybe over the weekend. He just bought a castle.
Yeah. I just really wanted a castle. So I got one.
Walked into it and went, I like it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Oh, it's not for sale? Well, how about for this much?
That's what that guy's life is like.
Must be nice.
Well, it must be.
But then he has to go testify at trials.
Well,
It's like, oh, this is so inconvenient. I really wanted to head to my castle and buy new castle tapestries.
I own half of Hawaii as well, so I could go there.
Yeah, I'm busy. I'm in my place in Hawaii. It needs a lot of upkeep.
Shh.
Someone's got to walk all those acres.
Do we just sound jealous? Maybe.
Yeah, well, we are. I'll tell you, if I was the owner of that giant corporation with all these other fingers in other pots, I'd be like, okay, let's not torture children and their parents. Let's find a way to make this something that's usable, that isn't going to damage people.
Right.
You'd be an altruistic billionaire.
Yes, I would be.
I think they have a term. I think the term is something like that.
An altruistic billionaire?
Yeah,
I'd be like Mackenzie Scott.
The theory is that the most efficient way to actually have positive change in the world is to become a billionaire, and then you can use your money to make whatever you want.
Yeah,
happen.
but then you won't.
Like
Because by the time you
Bill
get your $1 billion,
Gates was
you
doing.
go, oh, you know what I should do? Go visit Jeffrey Epstein on his island of little girls.
Right, because to get there, you have to be corrupt, you have to cheat, you have to do evil things.
Or maybe you just have to work hard.
Maybe.
And spend the rest of your life giving away all your money.
Mm.
All right, anyway.
Oh, and then just one more. 650 Menlo Park. My hubby would take Sarah and Vinnie to court. He thinks I'm too addicted telling him shh in the mornings.
You guys do put out a lot of content.
We do. It's true. But we're not asking you to click like on anything. Although, can you please go
excuse me?
subscribe to
Yeah.
our...
Yeah.
To our
What are you saying?
And like all our
What am I
Instagram
even
posts.
here for?
Yeah, no, we totally ask people
Share
to do
them.
You're
that.
here for
Yep.
you're here for the YouTube thing. We need more subscribers at the YouTube thing. You don't even ever have to go back. Just go there, subscribe, and then leave. It's fine. We're
But there's
fine with that.
Great videos like the one we did yesterday.
Oh God, there's
People
so many
loved
good
it.
ones.
They
Yeah.
love
That's
job.
on our Instagram.
I got
The-
stopped by several
oh my
people
God,
in the hallways.
It's
about it.
crazy. I've never had so many people reach out to me like, what was the actual question that she asked? This is on our Instagram. It's a post, or it's not just a
that's
story.
right, Vinny. The video that you made a big stink about that you didn't even want to participate in. That I was pulling
Well,
teeth getting you to participate in.
The question
People
she
loved
asked.
it.
Do you want to tell people
No,
the question
no,
you asked?
No.
The whole point
It's
is
more
don't tell the
fun
question.
that you
yeah.
don't know.
The
Yeah,
question
down
she
the hall, they're all buzzing about it. It's crazy. I've had a bunch of people reach out to me. What was the question? What was the question?
I was a little worried because I was like, oh, I was bouncing the idea off Susan. And I said, this is a trend, by the way. I didn't come up with the whole concept, but I did come up with the question. And I was like, oh, maybe that question's a little iffy. And then I realized, oh, no one's going to know it except for you guys. So
Right.
it doesn't matter.
And the people I told. So,
Oh, you told some people?
well, yeah, because I didn't realize you're supposed to keep it a secret.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah. Well, and when she cut the thing at the end where she's like, I asked my coworkers how they would treat a listener if they came in. And then we all went, wait a minute. That's not what
That's
you
what
asked
I
us.
asked.
Okay, that isn't what you asked, but
No, the name that was brought up is literally the worst person ever to walk the face of or one of.
yes.
And
yes.
so it
Definitely
was
top 5.
yeah, top 5 most terrible people of all time.
right.
What would you do if that guy walked in?
I've seen other ones where people were like, they get them to be more physical with it. So that I guess the question is something like, what would you do if a bear came in here? Like, how would you stop a bear from attacking you?
Oh.
And then people pick stuff up and they're like, and then I'd go, and then I'd hit him like this, and those
Oh.
are fun.
Yeah.
It's a good trend. Check
And then
this
they go,
out.
what would you do if my mom walked in? You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Or an orphan child who's
Oh.
hungry.
Oh,
I've
oh.
seen that. That's
That's
the
a
big
good
one.
That's a good one. That's pretty good. Tricky. It's tricky.
Alice
Anyway.
973 Instagram.
Yes, check it out.
Orphan child that's hungry.
Yeah.
Something like that, you know.
And
And
you're supposed
apparently, we do want likes while they're still available.
Well, here's a jam bar for starters.
Mm.
Do you like fingernails? I have those. I don't know. What do you give? What do you say?
I don't know. You just, right. I guess you have to leave a comment. Maybe that becomes the new metric. How many comments you got?
You mean what would you say to the
What would you
The
do?
orphan child.
that's
oh,
hungry?
Yeah.
oh.
Like I don't know. I got a jam bar here, and then I'm.
No, the question is asked of us is, what do you do if a bear walks in here?
Oh,
And then she goes back afterwards and says, the question was, what would you do if an orphan walked in? Do you see how that works? It's
son
like,
of a.
we'd be so
You get
rotten
it?
to it. I'd
People
kick
into-
it.
You get it?
I'd light it on fire. You know, the
It's
poor
funny.
orphan.
It's funny. It's a
Like, I'm
hashtag
like, is he
prank.
offering fingernails? I don't understand. To the bear?
I don't know.
Want to chew my fingernails, Mr. Bear, sir?
You would offer a orphan child that's hungry your
I
fingernails?
don't know what
A jam bar. He offered a jam bar. Those are very filling. They are good.
They are delicious.
You know, at least give the orphan something healthy. Okay. It's time for a story.
Please.
It's about a wedding.
Oh.
And of course, I'm on the lookout for the wedding stories. It's a bit of a stretch, okay? There's a woman by the name of Annalyn McCord. And
I know her.
Do you?
She's the skinny chick that you loved from the Beverly Hills 90210 reboot.
That is ding ding. Give him a point. Here, I'm giving you a point. That is who that is. Now, I don't know when the 90210 reboot went off the air, Vin, but I haven't seen this woman since. I definitely didn't watch the last. I think I watched one season of that. And I was really trying to capture the nostalgia of like the 90s when I was watching. I would watch that. We had a little group that would get together every week and would watch 90210 and Melrose Place and, you know, the original versions of those.
I'm always impressed, and it always makes an impression on me when you love a lady and the way you will just go full, almost like a man that loves a lady. Like, oh, she's so skinny, and what I'd do to,
Oh, she's beautiful. She's
well, you wouldn't believe
she
what
was
I
perfect.
do.
She was just like a perfect girl. So I loved that chick. I have no idea even what she looks like now.
Okay.
And she just got married.
Okay.
Wait, sorry, I
Congratulations.
missed it. Who?
Anna Lynn. Her name is Anna Lynn McCord. ANNA capital LYNNE. I'm sure it'll pop right up.
She's
but here's
not
the thing.
a very well-known.
Absolutely not a
only
well-known
know
person.
because of what I just told you.
Right. She is
She's stunning.
Yeah, she's very pretty. So
She's actually aged well.
I have
really
not
well.
seen her since 90210.
Uh-huh.
Since watching her on that. So I don't know what her deal is. She actually kind of reminds me of somebody else now looking at these pictures. She's beautiful. Lovely lady.
Okay,
And
what about her?
So she announced that she and her boyfriend, Danny Cipriani, got married over the weekend.
Congratulations.
Danny is a former rugby star.
Rugby?
Yep. I don't know.
Well,
And
so wait a minute. Is she British?
I don't
Australian?
think so. I don't think so. She might be. Maybe she just does a great American
We don't
accent.
have rugby here.
Yeah, I don't know. She meets some rugby guy and she marries him.
All right.
So congratulations to the happy couple. Last month, they set up an account at honeyfund.com, which is a GoFundMe for people who are getting married. So together, their net worth is about $8 million.
Which is more than I have.
And it's more than enough to pay for your own GD wedding.
Sure.
So they were trying to get some, raise some money. And I guess maybe this was their way of saying, look, we have a house. We have all the dishes we need. We don't want any wedding gifts. If you want to shoot us $50 to cover your plate of food that we're going to feed you, this is how you do it. This is where we want the money to go. And maybe, I didn't go to the honeyfund.com website that they had set up, but maybe I'm thinking if I'm worth $8 million and I'm going to go ask people for money, I'd be like, and here's where we're donating it.
Exactly.
Or whatever. Here, we're going to start a scholarship with it or whatever.
But
they didn't.
Since
They just
people
wanted
are
money.
shameless.
Yes.
What did they do?
They crowdfunded their wedding on
and
this.
did people
honey fund.
say it's a no?
No. In fact, people not only didn't say it was a no, they paid $10 because I think that's the minimum you can give on there to write mean comments.
Oh.
So in a way,
you scuzz buckets. Here's $10.
right?
What about talk about losing the plot?
Yeah, you have absolutely.
You've now given her $14,200. It's a good way to let your guests know you'd rather have money than a toaster or a set of dishes. But so anybody can donate, not just invited guests. People can just browse through, like Taylor Swift does over on GoFundMe.
Right.
And people did. The campaign raised $14,200. Annalyn and Danny received hatred and death threats. She says, I was told I was despicable and that I was trying to extort money from my wedding guests. People actually donated $10 toward the wedding day so they could write on the site that Danny and I were disgusting.
What? Wait, have people never heard of a honeymoon fund as a way to give gifts? Everything about that, I don't even want to talk about this story because I don't want any of this weird energy getting on me.
Oh.
The people, this is so strange. What's wrong with them doing honeyfund.com?
Are you doing it?
Well, we have a wedding registry, and on the registry, you can donate to our honeymoon fund.
Yeah.
That's
No.
normal.
Listen, I'm with you. I don't care what they do. I didn't pay $10 to their wedding.
Is it because they posted it on their Instagram and they're like, if you want to give us a gift?
I don't know that they did that. I don't know. And I'm certainly not following.
You
either
have
one of
to
these people.
imagine that this strikes people the wrong way. They're famous, they're great looking, and they've got money, and they're crowdfunding in a way that makes people feel like you suck.
So once you're rich, you can't get gifts anymore?
Nope, no more gifts for you.
Oh,
You're too
that's
rich for
interesting.
that.
Tell that to every company in the world who sends free stuff to influencers and famous people exclusively.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah,
That's a business model for many clothing
It's
companies.
capitalism.
You name it. Like, that is the business model. Let me get this on Britney Spears' head, and suddenly Von Dutch is a thing.
Oh my God. TBT.
By the way, Annalyn is currently on the soap opera Days of Our Lives.
Is she?
Good for her.
Is that still a thing?
Oh, yeah.
Where? Online or something?
No, it's on TV.
Really?
Yeah.
I
I
thought
thought
they all went away. But okay.
Oh,
Days
my
of Our
goodness.
Lives was one of the big ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joey was on that.
Oh, yeah,
Friends.
that's right, Joey. Joey got a roll on Days of Our Lives. Oh, Joey.
So
you
anyway,
doing?
they're bummed because everyone's mad about their
No, they're
their
not even
joyful
bummed.
day.
They're not even bummed. Her comments, I was told I was despicable. I was trying to extort money. It's like, why did if you don't want to give me any money, don't give me any money. Go
Right.
think your mean thoughts in your own head. And I suppose, look, people do get you like that. It's just asking for money, but it is the same as a gift registry. You are saying, here's stuff that you can buy me as a wedding gift. It's a traditional thing. I host you. I pay a lot of money for a big wedding. I feed you. I host you. We all come together and see all our old friends and family. Like, weddings are very expensive. And look, I don't know what's the limit when you can't ask for gifts and or money for your wedding. Like, is $8 million the limit? Is $2 million? Is it $50 million? Like, I just think it's funny that somebody would. The only reason I did this, I was just like, really, people choked up $10 to bitch at these people.
We talked about this earlier. It's a dopamine rush for people to be mean, and
they probably got all kinds of like comments on their comments.
Well, that's the big thing is the likes on the comment. And I'll be honest, I don't go looking at this stuff very often, and occasionally I'll look for info on something, right? But the comments that people make about other people's posts sometimes are genius. You can really get a full-on laugh out loud moment because someone said that thing that you can't believe.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sometimes that's like, I'll read some of the comments on something and I go, this is worth doing as a story because these comments are so funny about this dumb thing that happened.
Well, I would not spend the $10 to tell them they suck.
Right.
I wouldn't do it.
No. Because when have you ever just been able to pay $10? Like, when's the last time you just said, here's $10, now I'm going to say my piece? You're gonna have to sign up.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get an account. You gotta log in.
Your
double
personal
authentication.
data is being sold for that.
Exactly. And you gave them $10 to sell them your.
I am actually those are some disturbed people. I'm so confused by this story. Paying $10 to tell people that I'm so poor I can't afford groceries and you're asking for money for your honeymoon. It's the craziest thing I've ever heard. I hope it's not true. I hope it's bots. I pray it's bots.
Well, I don't know where the bots got the 10. I think that's what it sounds like is you can't make a comment on
Bots
this
got
unless
crypto.
you bots. Oh, okay. I don't know anything about the bots.
Why not? Why
People
wouldn't
have
they?
the bots. Oh my God, the bots. I was watching this thing, the CNN thing. That's the thing we were just talking about briefly with Scott Budman. I sent it to Vinny, and it's the robot Olympics. These bots are. This is no joke. They're coming for you, and this is early days too. I mean, just think they're going to get better and better.
Well, that's why
you
I
guys
said,
have seen Chappie.
You see the old video or the ones that made the rounds, and you go, "Oh, look, it hopped," and then it fell over, and now it's like twitching on the ground. They've come a long way when we weren't looking.
Do you remember a couple years ago, maybe more than a couple years ago, I think it was like Boston Robotics.
Yeah.
Came up with that dog thing. And it's four-legged. It's like a platform that can walk around.
Yeah.
And they're kicking it and it's recovering and getting its balance and stuff. Like, that is so far from what we're talking about here. These are absolutely humanoid, kicking and having a kick fight, running faster than Usain Bolt. It's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Just be afraid.
And they're just getting started.
Right. These are early days. Is it like Optimus or something? What's the name of the one that's going to happen in
Tesla
Fremont?
one?
Yeah.
I'll look it up. But
like
I think you got it, though.
like Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime will be. You'll buy one of these. It'll clean your house right up until it's needed in the army.
Optimus. You got it.
Oh, it is Optimus. Okay.
Or Tesla Bot.
Oh, the Tesla bot. Pumpkin is Mama June's kid.
Oh, okay.
Honey Boo Boo's older sister. Her young daughter's now been thrown out of the fancy private school over mom's hardcore OnlyFans page.
Wait a minute. Just yesterday, you were telling us how great it was going.
It was going great until they showed up at the school and they said, "No, you can't. We rescind your invitation to be at this." It's a Chrisley school.
But so did they say? Did the mom say, "I'm doing that so she can go to this school"?
No.
That's why I'm
She
doing
said it to
this.
us, but those people are like, yeah, we don't care why you're doing it.
Okay, then any parents that watch porn also shouldn't be allowed to enroll their kids in that school.
And what else?
A lot of things.
Because
but I'm
honest to
gonna stop
God,
there.
like how good of a Christian do I have to be to go to this school? I would be, if somebody said that to me, I'd be like, you know what? This was the wrong school for us anyway.
Well, that's probably true.
Yes. Well, just in general, I wouldn't have. So anyway, her daughter got barred from attending this prestigious private school. So instead, she hired a lady to teach all her kids at home. She's going to homeschool, but she's going to have she's making $15,000 a day. This lady is on OnlyFans. We found out, according to her. And now she's like, I'll just pay them out of my own pocket, and we'll set up a little schoolhouse in the backyard.
Okay.
Oh, I love that she's sticking to this. I'm sorry that she's facing Pumpkin's facing so much adversity, trying to give a better life for her family.
Right.
The bummer, I think, is that homeschooling does we just talked about that. Socializing is part of what you learn in school and how to navigate the different personalities, including that teacher you think hates you.
Yeah.
Even though she just hates her job. She doesn't hate you.
Yeah.
But either way.
Don't take it so personally.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I mean, she's just been at this too long.
She's miserable. It's not your fault.
Whatever. But what I'm... I have there's a kid on my street that is homeschooled, and I'll see him certain times of the day out on his scooter, and I know it's recess, but he's alone. And it's cool. He's a great kid, great family, but he's also not getting that social experience.
Right. He doesn't have a group, and he's not learning how to fit into
So he's
one.
zipping around the neighborhood and having a great time and blowing off some steam, but he's by himself.
Her quote here, this is Pumpkin, Honey Boo Boo's older sister. I was told that my social media does not align with their school because they're Christian. Excuse me, what? I was brought into an office and told my daughter would not be accepted because of my social media. Not hers, mine. Of course, it is all over the news that you're doing OnlyFans.
A spot on impression.
Thank you.
Very well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, really good.
Thank you. Thank you. She does hardcore content on the account. But this is what it could cost you. Anyway.
Well, she's got to get the word out. And so, this promotion she does where she does these stories and everyone finds out she's doing hardcore porn on OnlyFans, that's how you make that money.
Yeah, yep.
Otherwise, you'd keep it quiet. If she
yes.
were doing movies in the business, she would not go around saying that. She'd just
And
take
every
her money.
husband who'd seen her on all of those movies would be like, well, I'm not saying a thing about that
Right.
because then everyone knows I watch porn and we're here at this Christian school and we can't have that.
Right.
Anyway, there's that. And then one more note here. I had originally heard that Nicholas Hoult, who has very quietly become one of my favorite actors.
I love that kid.
He was supposed to play Gilderoy Lockhart in season 2 of Harry Potter,
Is that right?
which would have been great. He can't because isn't he also like Lex Luthor?
He is Lex Luthor.
is.
So
Lex Luthor.
it has a conflict with his shooting for the next Superman. And so Kit Harington, Jon Snow, is going to be playing Gilderoy, which I think to me, Nicholas Hoult was a perfect choice. I don't know if Kit Harington, nothing Jon Snow, will be a good Gilderoy Lockhart. He'll have to be fancy. I mean, that guy's floofy and fancy.
That is
And
one of
fun.
the things, though, isn't it? A person who you only know as Jon Snow he may dance, he
Right.
may sing. We don't know.
Which is what I guess we're about to find out. So now I believe the first season has not even aired.
Not till Christmas.
I think it's already renewed for 2 more seasons.
Till 3 seasons.
Yeah. So that's coming for us. And each season is 1 book.
I think so,
correct?
yeah.
That's what we heard. So season 2, Gilderoy Lockhart replacing Nicholas Hoult with Kit Harington. The Harry Potter show that none of us has even seen yet.
Oh, this is good. 408. Kit plays him on the audio series. He'll do great.
Is that so?
Evidently.
Oh. I have never listened to the full cast production of that. I like the one guy who does all the I like the other guy who does all the books.
The person that comes to mind is you get to know someone like Hugh Jackman in one role, but he's
Multi-talented.
only later do you see he can sing, he can dance, he likes doing Broadway. He's someone where you would go, okay, that guy's a triple threat.
Mm-hmm. He's got it all.
Mm-hmm. So maybe Kit does too.
Titanium blades. What's he got for? What are those blades made out of?
Adamantium.
Adamantium. Okay, what's coming up?
Classes on financial literacy and more after these.
It wasn't me. Alice, 97.3. Sarah Vinnie, Alice's morning show coming up at 9. Your first shot today at Disney.
What's up, everyone? This Alice Report is brought to you by Bridge the Gap. Tomorrow at 8 a.m., it's our generational trivia challenge, Bridge the Gap.
We love it.
This week, Zillennial Olivia from Napa goes for the three-peat against Gen X challenger Tiffany from Alamo Square. Olivia specifically said, I want to wear that robe.
Yeah, she wants to.
El Campeón. Well, if you don't know, my nickname is El Campeón del Pueblo. I'm the people's champion, and I have been for many, many years. It's not new.
Mm-hmm.
What are you?
No.
Okay.
Definitely one of your nicknames.
Right. Anyway, so that's what's happening. Is she? If
Back
she
in the
gets
day
win,
with Gretchen, I believe we used to do trivia every day.
and I would mop the floor with that lady.
I don't remember it like
daily.
that.
I do.
Yeah,
I
that's
sure
weird.
do. God, Gretchen.
Mm.
She was a big talker too, and then would come in and just get clubbed. Gretchen.
That's one way to remember it.
I remember her being kind of smart.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not how Vinny remembers it at all.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You do, huh? Anyway, we'll see how Olivia does and if she can, in fact, put on the robe and get some photos of herself in El Campeón del Pueblo's winning gear.
Mm-hmm.
I got my money on Tiffany from Alamo Square. She represents Gen X. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, she does.
And hopefully you'll be here for it. Bridge the gap, everyone.
It's fun.
I need a couple things. First, I want to thank Scott Budman for coming on with us last break. That was a fun segment. And I also mentioned while we were talking about social media that our midday lady, Mason, is big on social media, and I didn't say her handle.
Oh.
So if you're looking to follow someone, she's Mason on the mic on Instagram and other.
Yes.
And she really doesn't need our help. She's got like millions of followers. But
I think on TikTok she has over 1 million followers, right?
You'll probably like following her though.
Yeah,
So
she's
give
a
her
good follow.
give her a look. Okay.
She's your midday girl.
Yeah. And clouds outside right now as we get into the day, but should be warm. It'll warm up over in the nut.
Mm-hmm. And those people who are in the people who are in the nut right now are probably well aware that we're talking about them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they know.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Where did you hear that?
The nut. The first place I heard the nut was on Marcy's show.
Oh.
Or actually not Marcy's show because we're on when Marcy's on.
Right.
So, but I saw it on her Instagram.
Oh, I see.
She
A little
was
clip
saying
from it. She
all the
talked about
kids
the
are
nut.
calling it the nut now. And I went, well, that's great.
Yeah. The nut.
Uh-huh.
Why not?
She was right on top of what the
What are the
hipsters
kids
are
up
saying.
to? Just ask Marcy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I got a bunch of stories. I'll try and rifle through as many of these as I can. I'll begin with, is your significant other? The first time I heard this term, I believe it was Uzette, and she used the term, there's a line outside my window.
Oh.
Do you remember
yes,
that term?
Absolutely.
Was
yeah.
that from her, or was that something we heard somewhere else and she just...
No. That I think the line outside the window was her, but just sort of, people waiting in the wings. Like, I got options.
Right.
You're lucky to have me. That was her whole thing.
Well, she wasn't wrong. Your significant other may be cushioning, and you wouldn't even know it.
Cushioning.
Another term is backburnering,
Oh.
which doesn't work as well. I mean, it actually makes more sense, backburnering, but it's not a word, burnering. Is it?
The thing about something that's backburnered is that I got to pay attention to that. You still need
right.
to, I feel like cushioning is better because it's like, I got a soft place to fall that I don't have to be paying attention to while I'm paying attention to you.
This is people in long-term relationships, married or other, that have someone in the wings that it will cushion the breakup. This lady in the story says, it says she's been married for 14 years at the time, but her friendship with a man was flirtatious and she started to fixate on it. They communicated regularly and had coffee dates. Then they did it.
Oh, Jesus.
A line was crossed even before the physical relationship began, she says. She didn't vested in a figment of a relationship until it became a real one, and it undid her marriage.
Oh.
My affair definitely started out as an emotional affair and then moved into real life. Whether it's boredom or complacency or unresolved frustration, I'm not sure, she said, but it makes... Anyway, the cushioning thing is real and it continues. And here's what I would say, just as, someone who often is asked about, people's problems in life. It's a
You
bad
are
advice
a bad
segment.
advice giver, right?
Yeah. Here's what I'd say. You can't control other people. You can't. The sooner you give up and stop trying to be in your person's business, like if they're going to do that, there's nothing you can do about it. You hope that you've created a great enough relationship that they're not backburnering or cushioning. But it's the kind of thing, you know what it makes me think of? What's your village?
Yeah.
Like if you're going to drive by people's houses, I knew a lady who said, I kept seeing this handprint on the hood of my car. And she never knew what it was. And then she realized when she saw him do it from her outside the window, he was checking to see if the hood of the car had been running. Like she just got home right before he got there. He was putting his hand on the hood to see if it was warm.
Like, did you go anywhere tonight? No. Why is your car hood warm?
How's that? I was like, oh my God, there's
Yep.
a dude who's busy with it. Like, you're busy with it. In your head, this thing's already over, and you're just trying to find the evidence of that.
Right. Is that just self-loathing? There's no way someone as great as her will stay with someone as much of a jerk as I am.
I don't know. There's probably a ton of different reasons why you might do that, but
Immaturity could be one.
I would think you would fight that instinct.
Well, try to.
Because you're not, as soon as you're caught, you're the guy that puts the hand on the hood of the car.
Right.
Like,
You're checking up on me everywhere I go. Really? You put tracking on my phone? Great.
anyway, that's the term, cushioning. There's no cure for it.
That's
If
not
someone's gonna
cushioning
do
what that lady did, though. That's just cheating.
No, she had an affair.
Like, cushioning, knowing that someone's into you and sort of like, well, if anything ever happens in my relationship, that we'll go forward with that. That's cushioning without, leading them on and then winding up sleeping with them. That's just straight up cheating.
With cushioning, you're usually cultivating a secret flirtation with someone who represents an exaggerated rebellion against challenges in one's current relationship. Well, if something is exhausting on this side and something out over here is light and easy, I can see why you would.
Because it's not real life.
Right. I could see why you would lean to it, because this other thing, who hasn't had times in your relationship where you're like, oh, I just can't with this subject or this thing or that again, right?
Yes.
I mean, you went through it, right?
Yeah. And
I get it. I suck.
I wasn't cushioning, but I did feel like when I was married, a lot more women came on to me than as a
Really?
single man.
The grass is greener. You also see it more.
Yeah, probably just saw it more.
Yeah, now
But-
you're looking for it and it's gone.
My friends have this great saying that a crush is just a lack of information. If you're in something and someone else seems, the grass seems greener.
Right.
You just don't really know them.
No.
You're going to have problems with anyone you're with.
Yeah.
It's part of merging two
Relationships
lives together.
Right. Exactly. And as exciting as it is at the beginning of the relationship, remember, it was that exciting at the
Right.
beginning of your current relationship.
Right.
Oh.
You gonna trade all that for a rolling the dice on that guy?
California is joining 30 states that will require financial literacy courses for teens in every high school.
I love that.
This
I
is
think
brilliant
It's great.
and far too late
Yep.
for many people who will say, I didn't, luckily, thank God, when I started here in 1997, Liz St. John, the great Liz St. John, everyone.
Wonderful.
She's amazing. She's an amazing woman.
Legendary Bay Area.
Broadcaster.
When we started here, she goes, you're giving, like, I don't know, we'd known her for a few weeks or whatever, and we're busy doing our show. But at one point, she goes, you're in the 401k thing here, right? And I went, what? And she goes, you've got to get into this. And she explained it, and I didn't know. And I went, yeah, okay, I'll do that. And it's just one of those things. If you don't know, you don't know. And I didn't. I had never had a job that even offered it.
Right.
Until we started at CBS.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was one of those things that I started, and to this day, I
You
look
should
back and go, thank God I did that.
You donate to that until it hurts. That is money for you later, and you will be so glad that you do. I love this idea. It's like even just how to handle a checking account. Let's start with that, and to know what kinds of things you could be doing now that could benefit future you and why that's going to matter.
Another
it's so
example
important,
of that,
and no one teaches it.
Because I never had classes like this. Another example of that is Sarah told me about something called the 529. And this is a savings account for your kids' college.
Yep.
And when Isla was born, I got one. Like, I went out and did it. I got her Social Security, got her in this, and as soon as Edie was born, I was on it.
Yep.
The minute I got her social.
And other people can, like grandparents, don't get them a present, don't ship anything. Put $200 into the college account.
Toys. They've got rooms full of toys.
Right.
We want money for college, and those funds are filled. Not overfilled.
No.
They're not ready to.
Well, and they are specifically education funds.
Right.
They're run by various states. My kid is in Michigan, and the other one is in Utah. And they have outperformed every other investment I've ever made. They are unbelievable. We paid for 6 years of Riley's college with those funds.
Yeah.
There's still money in it. Like, it's crazy how good of an investment they are because they're managed. They're very risky at first, or they take some chances and they roll the dice. But by the time your kid needs to use it, they're in really safe investments, and you start drawing on it, and it continues to grow. It's There's such a great deal. And there's like tax benefits to it.
Yes, absolutely. California's going to be helping teens mold their futures as early as possible by requiring every high schooler to pass a financial literacy course.
Good. It's great.
The one-semester course mandated to start by the fall 2027 will cover 13 money management topics, including banking, debt, building wealth, income taxes.
Great. This is great.
How to handle insurance, common scams and frauds, and preventing identity theft, creating budgets and tracking expenses. These are all going to be taught to kids in high school now, and
that's great.
Whoever put this in, thank you.
That rules.
It totally rules.
It gives me goosebumps.
I actually wonder if they're at community colleges, if they have sort of like basic financial management courses that like somebody who's out of school and never had the benefit of any of this thing could go and be like, I did a night class there and I learned how to get myself set up for the future. It doesn't actually take that much to get it going. And then as you start to watch it grow, you're like, holy S. It becomes addictive. Now you're addicted to saving money instead of spending it.
We've been talking about addiction to social media and stuff earlier today, but you're right. Once you start to see something build, that does become addictive as well.
Yes.
You want that to grow.
And it's easy to set up. It really is.
So that's coming, and I'm really proud of California and happy to see that.
I like it.
By 2027, that's going to be in every high school in California. Go.
Can't believe it's 2027 and it's only just now starting. I think it's really great.
Our text number is 800-400-3697, and Maddie's got your text.
Same thing with me, Vinny. One of my coworkers dragged me down the financial advisory in the hospital I worked at. He sat me down, and the guy said, "You sign these papers now." Because of that, I was able to retire before death. Ha, ha, ha. Joe from Montclair.
Way to go, Joe. Really?
Right. If you think that Social Security is going to float you later in life, no, it isn't.
Talking about the cushioning, 510. Karma is a bee. I had this happen to me. Ex-wife got close to her new coworker. They started messing around. We got a divorce. She married him, and now he's worried about her messing around with other guys because she's doing the same routine all over again. Her friend and my kids are telling me all about it. Woo!
Her friend and oh boy.
Wow, that's not good.
Crunch.
Talking about Walnut Creek and the Nut. 925. The Creek, no nuts. 310 is
The Creek. No.
The Creek, no nut.
310.
We don't want to be the nut. No.
We like being the Creek. The Creek.
310. Is Walnut Creek to Sacramento now the Nutsack corridor?
Yes, it is.
That's good.
Nutsack.
By the way, let me just ask. So that whole cushioning thing, it does seem weird. Like, wouldn't you want some time away from relationships? Or is that like the person doesn't have value if they don't have another partner or a long bench? What do you think about that? Like,
I think that it's you're not getting a need in the marriage, and this other person fills that need.
Huh.
So, like, if you're not having good communication with someone, and you are with with your spouse, and somebody else is like the person that listens to you.
They listen to you. Okay,
yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well,
as
and
your friend,
it's like when somebody finds you attractive, like you're.
It feels good.
It does feel good, and I think that if you are in a relationship where you're not, you've become taken for granted or something, and here's this person paying all kinds of attention to you, and everything you say is fascinating. God, you're so pretty today in
Is
that
it
outfit.
better or worse if you've got 10 cushions instead of one?
I would say better because
None of them are exclusive.
They're all
right.
just making you feel good about yourself.
Right.
How do you have time for that?
I don't know. I'm just
Feels like a lot.
asking. Questions. They come to me.
Maybe you stop thinking about all your cushions and just do the dang dishes.
Yeah, then maybe someone might be a little more appreciative of you at home
you'd be
where
surprised.
you live.
You're right. What do I know?
Did a lot
For
of
real.
dishes and a lot of cooking, and still. 408. Good morning, friends. I also moved last week and now located in Paso Robles. Today's the first time getting to listen on Odyssey. I've been listening since day one and so happy to have you all as part of my morning routine. OFOC.
OFOC.
Over
Thank
feelings,
you.
Wheeling of concern. By the way, I married my roommate. We've been together 30 years.
Oh.
You were talking about roommates
Oh,
earlier.
well, sometimes you move in with someone, you're like, this is really working out.
Yeah.
Mm.
831, good morning. Listening from Holland, Michigan this week on the Odyssey app. Do you know where that is?
Yes, I hope you're having beautiful weather in Holland.
Is it northern Michigan?
I think it's west.
Oh. Kid Rock wrote a song about northern Michigan. That's how I know. Well, he actually stole somebody else's song and made it into his own song.
Oh, it's not his?
Well, it's Sweet Home Alabama. And then he turned it into northern Michigan.
I don't know this song.
Yeah, you do.
No,
No,
I
he
only
did-
know the song that you sang with him. What's that one?
Oh, I don't know. The one he did with Sheryl Crow.
Picture.
Oh, yeah, Picture You.
He references Sweet Home Alabama. In the
No,
song.
he samples that song.
I don't know. I don't know
believe
this.
You. I believe you.
Yeah, I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot.
No, you're not wrong.
Well, we're going to Google it, and then we'll find
I
out if
don't
I'm wrong
know.
or not.
I
All
don't
right.
support Kid Rock, but I will be playing that song at my wedding.
Will you?
The Northern Michigan
Yeah,
song.
summertime in northern Michigan.
Is it
It's
called
gonna
All
hit
Summer
so
Long?
hard.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, hold on.
I think it starts.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, that's a
Let's hear it.
full-on.
Oh, maybe you're right.
Okay, hold
I
on.
never thought about it.
This is the radio edit, so we should be
Yeah,
Well, you
radio
wouldn't.
edit would be good.
Yeah, this is.
Oh no, this is Werewolves of London.
London, yeah.
something.
It is Werewolves of
Yeah.
London.
Oh, I had my songs mixed up.
Okay, let's not play Kid Rock.
Yeah,
We've
let's
talked
not.
about it
That's
enough.
actually a great idea. To
Good
not,
idea.
Only at weddings
to not
in
to.
Michigan.
Your first chance at Disneyland right after this.
Remember the echo
I
that
do.
put on the mic too? So fun.
You know, when we used to do the secret show regularly, it was a podcast. And it was pretty dirty, and we all made an agreement that anything that happened on the secret show was only on the secret show. Like if you listened to it, you could hear it, and but we didn't talk about it. Nobody revealed anybody's deep dark secrets on the actual air. And if you did, we put you in the cone of shame.
That's it.
Which was, I think, Willa's neck collar.
Yeah.
You know, those big cone collars.
Yes, it's directly from the movie Up, which they had a cone of shame that put it on the dogs. We brought it right onto the show. And when you ended up in it, you had to put the cone on and a collar.
Do the collar.
And when you'd get on mic, you'd have an echo. So you'd have this thing around you. It'd be better now because there's video.
Right.
Did we have the
We
video
might have had the looking glass then. We might have.
Either way, it was fun.
But it was fun. And we were thinking, if only we had one of those, we'd put it on Maddie today because something happened in there early this morning and there was like music cranking onto the air that wasn't.
That was not my air. That was a board thing.
I don't know though. You didn't reset the board, so it seems like
I
maybe
reset the board
maybe
when
you
I
should have
came in.
been
You'd be in the cone.
cone.
You'd be in the
Cone
cone.
is shame. You have to wear it for like a half hour or two.
I'll be in the cone.
It was like that. It was like this. You had like this weird tone to your voice.
I mean, I can order one on Amazon. We can have it by tomorrow.
Certainly
I
was a
wouldn't say
nice
no.
visual.
Yeah.
and
I kind
it's
of
always
feel like
fun.
I'm going to end up in this thing all the time.
Oh,
That
order
is
it.
true. That is true. Order it. Go ahead and order it right now.
Order it.
All right, you guys, it's time for Disneyland. That was a solid stall right there. Take the code word JOLLY, JOLLY, to radioalice.com, and you'll be qualified to win a 4-pack of tickets to the Disneyland Resort. And you'll be in the running for the grand prize vacation, this is what you want. A 4-pack of 3-day, 1-park per day Disney tickets with a 2-night hotel stay at a Disneyland Resort hotel right there. No shuttles. You don't have to take a monorail. You're all set. The word is JOLLY, JOLLY. Take it to radioalice.com and listen today at 12:05 with Mason and It's Jane at 5 o'clock, 5:05. More chances to win. This hour's code word is JOLLY. Go enter it in. You can call or text us, 800-400-3697. We'd love to get texts from you. The nice ones, anyway. And email us anytime at sarahandvinny@odyssey.com. Getting excited for Bridge the Gap tomorrow. That should be good. It's either going to be, total victory for Olivia with the three-peat, or it'll be an upset with Tiffany.
She'll be our first listener if she gets it. Yeah,
she
so
will.
that's-
She'll go on like the Listener Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah.
The Listener Bridge the Gap Hall of Fame.
And I think eventually we'll have we'll bring some champions back. And
Oh, that'd be fun.
Oh, Olivia,
Yeah.
don't blow it tomorrow. Tiffany, come on. You got this. What?
No, that's good. Once we have like 2 Gen Zers and 2 Gen Xers.
Champions. you mean.
The champions, like three Peters. Then we can have like a whole mini bracket, They
Right.
get like a playoff and then a final. Oh, that'd be super fun.
it's hard. It's hard.
It is. It's a hard
People
game.
come in and they look solid for two games and then blow it on the third one.
Yes, it's happened several times already.
Yeah. Our friend Jason at Velvet 48.
Right.
he's a good example.
Giovanni, the
Yeah.
author whose name escapes me.
Yeah.
You read
Joanne.
the book, too.
Joanne. I loved the book. It's a good book. It's called
really-
Sleeping in the Sun by Joanne something.
I was really surprised the way she went, yeah, I'll never do that again. And it was like,
I loved that.
But
She
You
wrote
wrote
a
a-
full novel.
you wrote a book. Yeah, it was hard.
No, I love that because the people, you put out a great album and the people are like, okay, what's next? It's like, that was my life's work.
Right.
Why,
My
why do I
life's
have to
work.
do more? Wasn't
Keep
one amazing
listening
thing
to that.
enough?
Right.
I already wrote you a gifted book. Read that.
I'm going to go be an accountant over here.
No, that you know what it brings to mind, and you'll get this too. That you'll be married, and then they'll go, "And when are you going to have a kid?"
Oh,
And
God.
then you'll have a kid, and they'll go, "When are you going to have another kid?" And you're like, "What do you all have scripts? Is there like a?"
You're on the train.
It's just one of those weird things people don't know how to say. How are you? They just go, "And when are you having another one?"
Right.
What the?
Well, it's something you think to say.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Get ready. You find yourself going, "Can we just pump the brakes?"
Yeah, a lot of people my age get really offended if you ask them those questions.
I don't know that you should be
Well,
offended, but I do feel
right.
like, can you just ask me how I'm doing?
I
It's
used to get offended
presumptuous.
because I would be asked why we didn't want to have kids. Well, why? Why don't you want to have kids? Or why aren't you having kids? It's like, it's none of your business. I mean, it could be something really, you know.
it could be like
horrible.
a tragic medical situation,
And I feel
or
like-
it could be I hate kids.
And I feel like they didn't ask my wife that, but they felt more than comfortable. Like I was in a sales meeting with somebody once, and they asked me in the middle of a meeting, and I'm like, dude, that's not appropriate. Like, that's none of your business.
Really
Well,
personal,
we've
right.
spent every single penny we've ever made doing IVF, and none of it took. We're now poor.
Yeah.
We're in the broke house.
Right.
But
It's the
thanks
only
for
reason I'm going
asking.
to keep this job because you have just completely offended me. I
It's
know.
terrible.
God, it's a terrible question to ask.
Yep.
And also never say, oh, congratulations. When are you due? Because they definitely just had a big lunch.
Mm-hmm.
That's on you. I've done that.
You mean on you?
Yeah, it's on you, the person who said
Yeah,
it.
no, I mean, but you've done that.
At least twice,
Twice.
specifically that I can think of. And I'm sure other times, right?
My mom taught me that when I was like 4 years old.
Yeah, my mom didn't teach me that. But, or she might have said it, and then I just didn't care about what my mom had to say.
Well, no, but you get in a situation you could be so sure.
Yeah. Oh, no, I thought for sure. Both times. I'm like, oh, I even put my hands on the belly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I've done it, but never done that.
You're going to make a few missteps in life. Right?
Yes.
Well,
I don't even regret it. I don't care because bad person.
You're a bad person, right?
well,
Oh, it really helps.
I was using that yesterday.
It's great.
I don't know how
It's
I
like
feel
the
about it.
secret to life. You just go, oh, well, I'm a bad person.
I don't
Are you
think I
gonna,
like
so what?
I don't want to be a
Everything's
bad
the same.
person.
You're not, though, but also it's
But
okay.
what if I
We're
am?
all a
It's
little
okay.
bit bad people.
Yeah. Well, we just
We all have a streak in us.
Basically, we all make mistakes. You can't like live your life beating yourself up over like telling someone that they look like they are going to have a baby. You're just a bad person. Don't worry about it. What are you going to do? You're a bad person. Okay. Is it
are
my
you
turn? It
sure
is.
you're not pregnant? Because you really
You
look
really
like
not
it.
pregnant. I don't know.
You might want to go,
Here, I have a test because this happens all the time. I meet women and they insist.
Yeah, they insist they're not pregnant.
And I'm like,
pee
you
on
really
this
look
stick.
pregnant.
Speaking of that, I was at Walgreens. I got out of my car the other day, and there's an empty pregnancy test in the parking lot.
Oh,
like
was it positive or negative?
No, but it was the box. So the box was open and everything, and I'm like, did they need
do
to do it right there in
here?
the parking lot?
Sending good vibes that it comes out the way you wish.
Hope you You couldn't wait to take it there you are in the parking lot. Okay, Taylor Swift. I got a couple things. I been putting her off for a bit, but
Her wedding photos are coming out.
when?
Is that
No,
right?
I'm asking.
No way. If
That's
only
not it.
that was
Then
it.
I don't care.
Oh, please, if that was it,
Do
Bob
you
would have been
care
all
about the
over
wedding
that.
photos, really?
Yes.
I do actually want to see the wedding photos,
I wanna see what it
especially
looked like in
now
there.
because it's been so long, and it's like, what are you doing? You
Yeah.
know, I want to see
What are you
I want to see what
doing?
she's doing with them. If she's trying to make money off of them, or she's curating for a movie.
Taylor Swift, she did an interview at the Grammy Museum. This is she's talking about dealing with public perception and deciding how to handle her career. She joined the CEO of the American recording industry, whatever the name of it is, Harvey Mason Jr. It was a 20-year retrospective chat that they sat down and did, I assume in front of an audience at the Grammy Museum. Obviously, she's had a very busy summer. She was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. She released an original song for Toy Story 5, and she also got married, and I assume honeymooned, or her life just continued exactly as is, because isn't Taylor Swift's life when she's not on the road just a honeymoon? Why would she want to leave her studio or her husband's side? So they called it like an icon session.
Okay.
The full conversation was actually released yesterday. And so like the big takeaway is how clear-eyed she sounds about what her life has become. There's quite a long, I just read a long article about it. So I'm just going to summarize this for you. But she acknowledges that her fame has gotten so absurdly enormous that she had points where she could make a choice to like, I think this might be enough. And she said, I wasn't, not a victim of it. Her basic philosophy is, I kept choosing this because I love making music enough to accept everything that comes with it.
You know what? That's great to hear, because when you hear someone who says, I want to go thrifting and I can't anymore because of the success. It makes you think you're a spoiled brat.
Yeah.
You are a brat.
Yeah. Did you not want to be famous?
I can see how you might feel that way.
Right. It's inconvenient.
But some people let you down by not telling you how to deal with this. They should have said to you, say that in a room to yourself or to a close friend or a shrink.
Never seem like a completely spoiled brat.
That's really good of her to say, and it's true too, because that's someone who, like, when she came off tour, I went, and there it is. We'll get a break from Taylor Swift. I mean, most people don't want that, but I kind of was looking forward to it. And then she just drops another record.
A hit record.
Like, boom, look what I was sitting on.
Right.
She doesn't take breaks.
She released an album mid-Eras tour. Like, when in the F did she have time to do that?
That's what I'm saying.
She spent 3 hours on stage every night and going city to city.
She feeds the beast, and she's accepting responsibility for that. Good for her.
She says that when the fame and the criticism and scrutiny become overwhelming, she reminds herself, you chose this. She says there were plenty of opportunities to walk away before her career became, quote, unmanageably big. And she didn't because she loves making the music that much. And she says everything else is worth enduring as long as she still gets to create. She's also given up on universal approval. She says...
She's about as close to it as you can get, though.
Yeah, she says...
she's got a lot of haters. And even with her in her own community, which I think you're about to get to with her albums.
Yeah. That's so funny. So did you read this whole thing already?
I saw clips.
Yeah, it's pretty good. She says releasing music you love isn't a route to universal validation. She makes records for the fans who care about them and who use music to get through their own lives like she did growing up. And the haters actually sometimes inspire her. She was asked, how do you get the public's voice out of your head while you're writing? And she says, sometimes I don't. Sometimes it completely fuels it.
That's interesting because I believe you shouldn't have that in your head when you make music. You should be the purest form of your art would be to not have it be influenced by others.
But she does slap back at people in songs.
Oh,
like,
that's
you know,
for sure.
So it's, and those are, you know, that's a valid way of making music.
And also if you're making your art about your life and your life is being one of the most famous people of all time, that is a significant part of your existence. So of course it's going to be in your art.
Right.
So of course you're going to have to address it.
She says she actually loves screwing with critics. She'll like specifically pick a word that she's like, they'll have to look that up when she's writing it.
Like
she
also ran.
talked about the Reputation era as a period when people seemed determined to misunderstand her. She talked about the re-recordings that she did, and how she still identifies strongly with her Nashville songwriter roots. And then she had advice for young songwriters. Basically, it's show up. Consistency and enthusiasm matter. And she suggested that enthusiasm can actually be protective, something that keeps you going through rejection and criticism and all the other garbage that comes along with, you know, this chosen trip to try to make it. And I loved this. There's like a little music geek revelation that she made about one of my favorite Taylor Swift songs, which is I Knew You Were Trouble When You Walked In.
Okay.
The song began as a very sad, quiet ballad, essentially piano-based, no drums, no nothing. And she was working with a producer by the name of Max Martin. And somebody named Shellback. I don't know.
Yeah, she worked with them on this past album too, The Life of a Showgirl.
So she's working with them, and as they're working on this song and figuring out what it should be, the three of them turned it into this mega hit that it is. But it started as this little quiet,
Well, now she knows that she has to release that version of it.
I know, right?
I'll wait.
After the interview. Oh, go ahead.
I love that part of the creative process where you hear Stephen King couldn't make it work, put a book away, started something else, and came back how many years later?
23 years later or something.
Went, oh,
I know
got
how
it.
this works.
I love that art can change and become something, or songwriters who go, I've got like 50 hooks. Now I got to go through them and figure it out. And some don't. They can't make work this time, but they'd make it work 3 years later.
Right.
It's neat.
Yeah. Or it's all of a sudden they find it in their head and
It clicks,
there's a whole
right.
thing. After the interview, she performed at the flower-covered piano from the Eras tour. She did a 3-song mashup. She did I Knew It, I Knew You, and a song called August. I don't know all her songs. And then the 10-minute All Too Well, she did that at the piano. It just seems
She
like
did a mashup of those 3 songs.
that's so funny. Does she go back and forth or she just blended one? Oh, that's so fun. That's
I
great.
love when she does that.
That's really fun. Anyway, she seems pretty clear about who she is, where she's from, and where she's going. I just thought it was sort of neat. It's called Icon Session with Taylor Swift, a 20-year retrospective. And if you Google that or something like it, you can find the whole thing. I'm sure there's clips, and I'm sure there's a transcript somewhere too.
I am confused as to why she did that.
Well, this might be a hint. There's all kinds of Easter eggs that fans are finding, and they're convinced that she's dropping a new project.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to lie. And Jane, don't listen to this. I'm a little annoyed at Taylor Swift because she dropped those Easter eggs about the Super Bowl halftime performance.
You were convinced.
It was clear as day.
Yes.
I have not a doubt in my mind that they were specifically hinting at the Super Bowl. And then it fell apart, I guess. And then she lied and acted like it was never really a thing. And I don't like that. So I don't care about whatever Easter egg she was dropping in this.
Then
I'm lying. I do care.
Oh my God. Do you or don't you?
Tell me.
Oh my God. So here they are. To me, these mean nothing. There's artwork that appears to be bright green interlocking TS logo was spotted on the black wall in some undisclosed location on Thursday. And then this last Thursday. And then the Empire State Building account shared a photo of that and with the building lit up green.
Okay, it's very important to know that
Happening with a capitalized TS. What is happening? And then, of course, the Swifties are like, oh my God, it's obviously. She has 2 re-recorded records to drop still. Reputation and her self-titled debut album. I don't know. It's also the 20th anniversary, I think, of her first record.
Don't you think she's banking projects so that she can have a baby?
I thought we weren't talking about women having babies.
Well,
I'm
we
just
could
kidding.
talk about
No, I'm
people
just
who are in the
kidding.
room,
I'm just kidding.
obviously. We're just gossiping over here. Anyway, who knows what it is? She could be doing a whole new project, or this could be literally nothing.
I feel like when you bank a project, though, you still have to promote it when it came out. She does the circuits, you know? She goes on the radio shows.
She'll Zoom from her home.
I wouldn't be surprised if they don't have a baby anytime
No,
soon.
she goes in person to stuff.
I'm sure that she could have saved her. What is she, 35, 36, something like that?
I don't know, but it'll be
Saves
interesting
her
to
eggs,
see.
gets a surrogate.
That's more interesting to me than anything else, not because I care whether she has a kid, but with someone who has such a big career, will she decide? And really, it's pretty interesting. Like, you had kids, you did the show every day. There you are, pregnant. Yeah, I got to go to work. I get up, I go to work. I'm doing my thing.
Yeah.
Plenty of women continue to do exactly what they do until they literally can't.
Right?
Like, I just wet my pants. I can't go out in public anymore.
Right. I can work from home. How's that?
You know, that is just a reality of at a certain point,
Yeah.
8th or 9th month, you have to, that's when you start going,
The
okay.
10th, 11th month are the hardest ones, though. Everybody knows that. That's when you really need the break.
Right.
Anyway, there's your little Taylor Swift update. I'd spent a couple days, so I lumped it all in there. What's coming up in the news, Vincent?
Well, a lot, actually, including banana splits and
Oh, I love banana
Pixar
splits.
makes your news, push-ups,
Oh.
Costco,
Well, you really have a lot.
Brokeback Mountain, and
Oh,
more.
my God. We're
after
never
these.
getting all that.
Yeah, we are.
Alice, 97.3. Sarah and Vinnie, Alice's morning show. Oh, look, it's sunny out now.
Blue skies overhead in downtown San Francisco. First time in a while. This early, anyway.
Watch the highlights or just catch us live at youtube.com/@RadioAlice973.
What's up, everyone? This Alice Report is brought to you by Bob's Movie Club.
Oh,
Tune
Bob's
in
Movie
this
Club.
Thursday at 6 a.m. for Bob's Movie Club. This week, the movie is 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Vinnie's 1.5 weddings deep.
Well, that's not. I'm gonna finish, and I will finish, and it'll all be fine. But I do feel like sometimes I take too much talk time during the Bob's Movie Club, so I'm gonna let you guys really flex this time.
He's
You
not
got
going to
this.
watch it.
He's
Make
soft
sure to
launching, not finishing it.
Yeah.
Make sure to check it out on
That's
Netflix, and join us this week, this Thursday, for Bob's Movie Club.
It's just that if you don't finish 4 Weddings and a Funeral for Bob's Movie Club this time, when you really, you have the time, you just don't feel like it. Then another time when you're really busy and it actually is more valid that you skip it, you're not going to be able to.
Yeah.
Oh, you
This
mean
is your one pass?
This is my pass.
Yeah.
So I see what you're
Are you
saying.
going to burn your
Okay.
pass on this one? You shouldn't.
You get one grace from
I
Bob.
agree. It would be wasteful. And this movie does seem great. What's up, everyone? Oh, I already did that part. Here's what's happening. It's National Banana Split Day. It's National Kiss and Makeup Day.
Oh.
And it's also National Whiskey Sour Day.
Oh.
So this day.
Whiskey sour. Remember having those as a kid. I mean, a young adult.
You grew up with me?
Yeah. At the bar with your mom.
Yeah.
And your first grade teacher.
Yeah, I liked whiskey, but I didn't care about whiskey sours. I don't know what's in those. I don't
know, probably like a lemon mix or something.
Oh, it's
I
just
feel like I know
sour
what
mix.
that is, yeah.
Sour mix.
Oh,
and
sour
whiskey.
mix.
Yeah.
We've got breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, for a big story, and this is not going to be the definitive end of it all. So I'll get you up to date, and then we'll wait and see what else is to come.
Okay.
This is about Nancy Guthrie,
Mm.
Savannah
Guthrie's
Guthrie's mom, who went missing early this year. I want to say it was in February.
I think it was February 1st. That was forever ago.
Yeah. And we still have until today, no news. And an Arizona murder suspect has been arrested after a 3-hour SWAT standoff just days after social media users began speculating that this guy resembles the mysterious porch guy connected to the disappearance of Savannah Guthrie's mom, Nancy Guthrie. They say the guy's name here, and he's accused of a home invasion, killing a Tucson police cadet named Carlos Ramirez, and surrendered Monday night after officers surrounded a Tucson apartment complex. So this person is an all-around bad guy to begin with. I mean, allegedly.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people online. You know that's become a thing.
Online sleuthing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you're telling me like he gets picked up for this other thing, and then people see like a mug shot or see the story and go, that guy looks just like the porch guy.
And it's a lot like the body type. They're saying looks like that guy from that video or from that photo. Authorities stress there's no confirmed connection between Barnett and, I said his name. Well, allegedly this guy is the guy.
Right.
And Nancy Guthrie's disappearance. The speculation comes from online comparisons between this guy and the security footage showing a masked man at the front door of Guthrie's Tucson home.
Are you seeing any of these comparisons?
I'm not seeing them. This news just came to me this break. So police believe that 84-year-old Guthrie was abducted, and we believe she's in heaven now. And so this information might bring the results the family's looking for, which is
closure.
Well,
hopefully finding the body.
Yeah, that's the thing. If they can get this person to give that up, that's what the family would want.
Right.
But okay, so there's the first break in the story. Is there may be some news coming later today or tomorrow or later this week, which might bring closure for the Guthrie family. I hope that's the case.
Me too.
It is one of those.
Let's put this guy away for reals forever.
It's one of those weird things where all the eyes are on this story, and for it to truly have gone poof.
I know. It is actually astounding for the entire country to be focused on this and all the online sleuths. And yet, here we go. We might have found the person.
How about a fast fact?
You know I love those. Why are you asking me? Just give it up.
Pixar has been around for 40 years. After being founded in February of 1986, their first feature was Toy Story in 1995. But their first short film was called Luxo Jr. in 1986. And that's the one about the desk lamp that's now in their logos.
Funny. That is not a standalone thing, the logo part. It was like a small story about this desk lamp.
Mm-hmm.
How fun.
I don't think I saw it. You see
I don't think I've seen it
Luxo
either.
Jr.?
No. I think I've heard that, though, that was based on their first, or I thought that maybe that was their first animation.
I love the work they do, and the movies are incredible.
So much heart. I
Mm-hmm.
love Pixar movies. In fact, I'd love to be in another Pixar movie. I'm in Cars already. Corey Turbowitz. Maddie, I believe you're in there as well. And
You're a proven voice talent.
I'm a proven voice talent, and I would love to come back over there, and so would Vinny, and so would Bobby and Maddie. Would love to.
I'd
How
even
fun.
come watch you guys do it. Like, I just think it's neat.
You
It was
gotta come
neat.
do it.
It's neat,
It
right?
was incredible.
I mean,
I'm
you
not
had
saying I
Lassiter
wouldn't
there
do it.
and-
I'm just saying it's super neat. Like, you guys, that's
you get
a cool
treated.
thing.
You get to sign the wall and
Yeah, yep.
all that.
The
Good.
roles in Brokeback Mountain
Yes.
were originally supposed to be Mark Wahlberg and Joaquin Phoenix,
I wonder if it would have been as good.
but they couldn't do the sex scene.
Oh,
So they dropped out.
they said, no, I'm not doing that. I won't be seen making out with. I don't want to make out with Joaquin. He's just not my type.
Yeah, I don't know what their grind is. I would have expected that it's art and it's a story, but if you find yourself as an actor going, I can't kiss a dude. I
Yeah,
can't.
I don't want to. You're allowed to say I don't want to, I guess. Or maybe they felt like it would not be good for their careers. But
It could be anything. You know, I think a lot of
homophobia
comes from the concern about what might happen if you did that.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yes, sure.
Like, as a kid, I definitely had weird thoughts I had posters on my walls in my room
Mhm.
of Kiss and other. And once I started sleeping with myself, if you know what I mean, I was concerned that these men watching me do this might cause me problems later. But I was a little boy at the time, and I didn't know that my instinct
really have a
is
choice in it.
me.
Right.
It's not. It doesn't happen to you. It's who you are. I believe from Go, and that's not going to change just because Gene Simmons was watching you be with yourself.
Right.
Yeah, Kiss won't make you gay.
But I didn't know, and I was like, I better turn these posters over.
Well, they were wearing
Farrah
makeup.
Fawcett up
I mean,
there.
they were
All
kinda cute.
I'm saying is, when you're young, you don't know, and these guys, maybe they grew up with that mentality. Like, what if I kiss a guy
Right.
and love it?
What if you do?
Well, maybe they don't want to love it.
Oh, well, then they probably won't.
That's why they quit
No.
the movie. Maybe. They're like, what if I kiss Joaquin and something and a whole world opens up?
I think
Did-
they were more worried about the spit scene.
Yeah,
I
that's-
don't-
that's
you know
a good.
what?
That's a good scene.
I never saw this
Oh,
movie.
I've never
that's
seen it either.
Oh, my God.
It's so good.
It's a
Did
wonderful story.
Jake Gyllenhaal or heartwarming?
Heartbreaking.
It's freaking it's horrible what happens, the poor things. Jake Gyllenhaal and Heath Ledger, did either of them, this might have gotten best movie. Like, I think this was like this might have been great for Mark
You mean
Wahlberg.
an Academy
Yeah,
Award?
yeah.
Okay. Well, let the research department look that up while I continue.
All right.
The average Costco store does $276 million in sales per year.
The average one.
The busiest Costco in the world is located in Hawaii
Oh,
on the island of Oahu.
I've been to it.
I've been to it too.
And it was the GD busiest Costco I've ever been to.
One of the things that happens when you travel, if you're, and everybody's got a different idea of what they want to do, but if you get an Airbnb or a condo or something like that, you hit Costco to stock up on the things you need, water and other, and then you're
groceries.
You're
and
off
cooking
into
there.
your,
Right?
yeah. I can see how all the vacationing people, on top of the people that live there, are busy at Costco at least for once.
What do
if
they
not
do
twice.
a year in sales? Does it say?
It doesn't say.
That's incredible that that's the busiest one, though.
Mm-hmm.
I guess probably as that thing gets stocked, the people who are there who have to import literally everything that they get are always there. Like I gotta go to Costco again. The popcorn I like might have shown up.
Yeah, people I know that live in Hawaii, they go to Costco constantly.
Yeah.
It's like that's where they get everything. By the way, Brokeback Mountain was nominated for Best Picture, Best Leading Role, Best Supporting Role. Heath Ledger and Jake Gyllenhaal both got it. Michelle Williams got a nomination for it.
But nobody won.
It won Best Director, Best Adapted Screenplay, and Best Original Score.
Was the director Ang Lee?
It was Ang Lee.
Mm-hmm.
I remember because I think he won for this role, I wouldn't have otherwise known that guy's name.
Yeah, that's a good movie. It's a good movie, but it's sad.
Has Ang Lee done anything else that I would think of?
Yes.
Would know
yeah.
of? Oh, he has.
Pull that up. He's not the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon guy.
He did Crouching Tiger.
Oh, there you
Hidden
go.
Dragon.
Yeah.
Life of Pi as
Oh,
well.
there's
That's a
another
big one.
That's a good book. I decided not to watch that movie because I like the book so much.
Sense and Sensibility.
Oh, really?
Okay. He did the Hulk in 2003.
Is that the one here?
They were shooting that right outside of our windows in over at our Battery Street location.
That's right.
Yeah.
I remember the overturned.
And the overturned bus, like right
yeah.
up at
Right,
like Vallejo and
Yeah.
Sansom or something.
During a push-up, you're supporting 69% of your body weight in the up position and 75% in the down position.
Oh,
That's weird.
that's how levers work, maybe.
Okay.
Well, if you're up all the way, you're only you're supporting less of your body. More of it's down on your foot, and then you lower yourself down.
This is what I was waiting for.
Well,
Keep going.
I don't. Just stop it. Just what's the next thing? Jesus.
Why?
Cares.
What do you mean, who
I
cares?
feel like you're making fun of me when you do
what
stuff
are you
like that.
talking about?
Like, oh,
You
let's
made
hear
a
what dumb
statement.
thing
No,
Sarah's going to
that's
say
not
about
what
this.
I thought. I just wanted to hear what you would support it. I knew you would. Just needed to give you a breath.
Thanks.
If you say these things, I am out of time. 800-400-3697.
What things are we saying,
I'll
though?
tell you tomorrow.
All right.
All right.
Maddie's on the show, everyone.
707. Vinny, your comment about Kiss watching you touch yourself. We all had weird things as a kid. When I started touching myself, I thought I was going to hell. I grew up Catholic, and things like that were what we thought about.
Yeah. The Catholics.
Yeah, I just got it in my head. I didn't know. I didn't know what to do.
You're not allowed. You're supposed, and yeah, actually, we're supposed to confess that stuff too. Ugh.
There's a weird musical about that. Do patent leather shoes really reflect up? And there's a whole song where a priest is like preaching to the boys about not doing that. It's a weird. I don't know. I don't know why I know it. It's weird.
Well, and it's look, you know, at a certain age, you become a fiend. It's really embarrassing. It's awful.
Yeah. And
So let's make you feel really bad about it and guilty, and then suppress those thoughts because that's super healthy. Way to go, church. Okay, how old is that guy, or what does that mean?
What does that mean?
of course.
What does that mean? All right.
Ooh, I like it.
We'll see
For
if you
now,
like
until
it.
the questions suck.
Oh, my gosh.
You really
Sorry,
hurt me.
sorry,
You
sorry,
hurt me
sorry.
She
so
fires
much.
shots.
I'm gonna try and say positive.
She's like a silencer.
By the way,
you don't hear it, but then
Vinny-
you realize a second later it hit you.
Yeah. Vinny, you have 3 points going in. Maddie, you have 2. And Bob, that's too bad. You only have 1 point.
Yeah, and I didn't even deserve that one.
If someone says you've got a hair across your ass, what does that mean? A, you're irritated, cranky, or in a bad mood. B, you're being overly fussy about something insignificant. Or C, you're restless and suddenly determined to go do something. A, B, or C. If someone says you got a hair across your ass, what does that mean?
I thought it meant that the bear's going to eat you.
No.
What are my choices again?
Yeah, I need to hear him again too.
If someone says you've got a hair across your ass, what does it mean? You're irritated, cranky, or in a bad mood. You're being overly fussy about something insignificant. Or C, you're restless and suddenly determined to go do something.
A.
I think A.
C.
A is the correct answer. Irritated, cranky, in a bad mood. If someone says, that really chaps my hide, what do they mean? It embarrasses them. It makes them angry or annoyed. It makes them physically uncomfortable.
B.
B.
B. Good one, guys.
The way you said it, too. That really chaps my hide. That really grinds my gears.
Are you going to do the one about the bear? I can't remember. Do you eat the bear and then the bear eats
Some
you?
days the bear eats you.
That's one of your sayings, right?
It's not one of
I
my.
got that
None of
from
these
you.
are my sayings.
No, these are all sayings you use.
What does "he's all hat and no cattle" mean? He spends money he doesn't have. He talks a big game but has nothing to back it up. He dresses better than he works. All hat and no cattle.
That's a C.
B.
B.
B is the correct answer.
Ah, fudge.
That is Maddie and Bob. So we're currently tied 4 points apiece for Vinny and Bob, and Maddie's ahead with 5.
You know, I'm not good at Hick sayings. Are these all, these are farmer sayings?
What does "that dog won't hunt" mean? Someone refuses to change their mind. B, an idea or excuse isn't going to work. Or C, something isn't worth the effort.
That dog won't hunt.
That dog won't hunt.
I can't believe you guys haven't heard this before.
Someone refuses to change their mind. An idea or excuse isn't going to work. Or something isn't worth the effort.
Not worth the effort.
C.
B.
B is the correct answer by a score of 6 to 4 to 4. An idea or excuse, it's nice try, but I'm not buying it.
I'm good with the Hick stuff.
Yeah.
Clearly.
So the game was rigged.
I didn't rig it, but he knew all the things.
I really enjoyed that game. Thanks, Sarah, for that treat.
You're welcome.
I also feel enlightened.
Mm.
I'm going to work those into my daily life now. That
Goodbye.
dog won't hunt.
Tomorrow at 8 a.m., it's Bridge the Gap, and we're very excited about it. Keep it here on Alice All Day. We have your chance to win tickets for Disneyland at 12:05 and 5:05 with Mason, and it's Jane, and we'll see you back here on Hope Day.
Thank you.